Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comforts together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
And hello. Ow! Hey, what's going on to all of my tea sippers? Okay, I just had a brain fart. Tea sippers, crumpet dunkers, tea brewers, pot stirrers, and tea leaf readers. What's going on to all of you? All of you out there in this glorious old United States of America and beyond. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is, my darling. So, I hope you have all of your crumpets together because, darlings, it's time to dish tea, and you're dishing tea, darlings. How? With Big Meat, Johnny. What's going on? Oh, of course, now that I'm saying lights, camera, action, my damn eyes want to get blurry and things that I had no problems up until now. Today has been one of those days with me with technology, child. The technology has just not been doing right with me at all. Everything's been stuttering and stammering and carrying on. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on today, honey? So I take it that it's just me. And it was just, I just had to slow down and this, that, and that. I was trying to put another commercial together for us, for my books. And my little package deal for Christmas and things for those of y'all who's still looking for Christmas gifts. And I couldn't get the damn thing together. The damn recorder wasn't doing, my vocals wasn't coming out right. I'm like, what is going on? So, all right. We're going to have that, right? So this is where I am. Wait a minute, why am my eyes looking like they're blurry when I'm looking directly into the screen? I may have to get my glasses. Where are my glasses at? But in any event, my darlings, we're going to get right down to how are you guys this week, honey? It has just been one of those particular weeks, and then I just got the call today. Next week at the Donut Factory, they want me to do all of my days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. They want me to do the 7P to 4A. Okay. So I'm like, okay, cutesy, whatever. So be that as it may. But nonetheless, that's what's going on here. Today we're going to have a full show. I have a number of things I want to get through. So it's the beauty of coming on is that we're going to have a full show. But the thing of it is that, when shit go on throughout the week, sometimes I get to it and you may have already discussed it, but Big Meat has not put his take on it and carried on. And sometimes I like to bring a fresh perspective to some things. And so we're going to get right down into it. Now, let me do this. I want to set the tone because I called today's show, What Kind of Love Is This? Okay. But before we get off into, the real big to-do of the show, I'm going to play a song right now. And I believe this song is going to set the pace. Okay. Because y'all know I always call this time of the year, this is the By My Way Into Heaven time. Everybody want to do something cute. Everybody got the homeless and those who are less fortunate and on their brain cells or whatever, and all of that. However, I'm going to go a little bit further than that because I want to go to those of you who feel as though it's Christmas and it's a time for giving and sharing and carrying on. What have you done with yourself? What have you given yourself? How are you taking this same spirit and loving on yourself and carrying on? And do you do it every day? Now, I'm hoping I can get away with this and it doesn't get dinged. However, this is going to set the tone for tonight. So I'm going to play this, and then when we come back, we're going to get started in this. And now it's a little grainy, so don't mind the quality of the video. Just get into the song.
Oh, something special for my lady. Oh, well, I got the perfect song for her. It was written by a friend of mine. Yeah? Wonderful guy. Cute, charming, calls himself Red Fox. Are you going to sing it for? No, I got a great lady for that. Miss Stephanie Mills.
Oh, y'all know that's my little big sister. Y'all know that's my little big sister right there. Okay, she can't do no wrong as far as I'm concerned. And I told her the first time I interviewed her, I was like, sister, why did you not put this song on your Christmas CD, honey? And basically, she said she had really forgotten about it, actually. I said, girl, how? How? Girl, this is the motherfucker. I'm trying to persuade her to cut this as a single. Because, child, we need this song. Now, I'm told, I haven't heard Gladys's version, because I'm told that Gladys is the one who really did it. We ended up doing it after this and carrying on, because Red Fox wrote it. Yeah, bad. But during this time of the year, honey, that's one of the songs I always run to. What you talking about? No, I ain't. What the hell you talking about? No, honey. Wait a minute. You know what? No, 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 no. You ought to be ashamed with the old ass song, boy. Boy, I'ma beat your ass. That song is not old. It's a classic, #1, honey. Number dos, honey, is the fact that, child, my sister sang shit out that damn song, child. Now catch it. The thing of it is though, if I can find someone who has a really good copy of it, a really, really, really good copy of it, honey, because I used to do this. Well, Samantha used to do this in the show years ago when it was fresh, and I had, and carrying on. And I need a good copy of that so that I can revive that song. Ha ha ha. So, but this song here is going to set the tone for tonight because, but man, what, Frederick? Okay, what are you talking about? She's lovely, but man, what? What? Speak your piece, Mr. Webb. Speak your piece. Okay, speak your piece. I ain't gonna rip you up too badly. Okay. But nonetheless, that's going to set the tone for tonight because I want to get into a few things that has happened and transpired throughout the week or within the last couple of weeks or what. Well, one particular story happened a couple of weeks ago, but it's just hitting the news, and that there is we're gonna say his name, honey. We got another murder that has happened. Not by a police officer this time, but it was by a Caucasian man. This is in Oregon. And a 47-year-old man shot and killed a 19-year-old black man because his music was too loud. Okay. Yeah, because his music was too loud. And since I started off with that, let me go here to the story. And let me play this. My co-hosts are here. I'm going to bring y'all in after this, y'all.
19-year-old Ashland High School graduate AIDAN Ellison was shot in the chest at the Stratford Inn in Ashland on Monday, November 23rd. Police say the confrontation started when 47-year-old Robert Paul Keegan went out of the hotel and argued with Ellison about the volume of his music. Ashland Police Chief Ty O'Mara says Keegan then pulled out a gun, which the chief says Keegan was carrying illegally, and shot Ellison.
Any suggestion of self-defense was quickly swept away. There's no way this should have happened.
Police have been investigating the case for a week now, leaving many wondering, including the chief, why it escalated to such violence.
We can't see into the suspect's head.
It's also left many to speculate that race may have played a role in the shooting. Chief O'Mara says that's unknown, but the question still lies. Would Ellison have been shot if he wasn't black?
And that's a very legitimate and important thing for us to look at. Right now, we can't substantiate that race was a factor. If that changes at some point, then some different charges will be considered. So yes, could it have been a factor? Of course, but without having the benefit of knowing what Keegan is thinking, we can't substantiate it.
Ellison's death is the first homicide in Ashland in 2020, where about 1.4% of the population is black. Moms Demand Action, a gun control advocacy group, condemned the shooting. It also released a statistic showing that in Oregon, black people are 5 times more likely to die by homicide than white people. The Southern Oregon Black Leaders Activist and Community Coalition released a statement saying in part, quote, "So Black is outraged that racism continues to endanger black bodies and black lives." The murder of AIDAN Ellison is another example of Southern Oregon's racist history with and current practice of white supremacy, end quote. Chief O'Mara says while Keegan isn't being charged with a hate crime right now, it's not something that can be ruled out so early in the investigation.
He has not been charged with ethnic intimidation, but if we come across information that substantiates that claim, then we will work with the DA's office to bring that appropriate charge.
In Ashland, Katie Strite, Fox 26 News.
Yeah. Okay. Now, yeah. We're in this holiday season, right? This is supposed to be the time where It's supposed to be good cheer. Y'all see, for those of y'all who subscribe to that, this is the time that it really, you know, grinds my gears, because if this is supposed to be that time of the year, I guess the blessing is that we actually have a time where folks want to be fucking civil, okay, and actually want to do the right damn thing. But it pisses me off to no end, because yet again, we have what appears to be a racial situation. I'm gonna use the word appears, and I'm gonna say allegedly here and there, because we want the facts to come out. I'm gonna give him the idea to have the facts. But here's the thing that I'm having a problem with, because you're talking about the loudness of his music, okay? And in my opinion, anytime they come out, the black folks in their music, you're talking about young 19-year-olds. My whole thing is that it was music that the man did not like. I'm going to assume that it was hip hop, okay? Because remember, we just had a similar story, but that here in Atlanta wasn't in Florida. It was in Florida, where the guy was at the gas station and shot and killed the black boy for the same shit, because his music was too motherfucking loud. And you didn't decide to call the police. You decided to take this and handle this on your own. See that stand by, stand up, and stand back, stand by, whatever the goddamn code is. See, it's that kind of bullshit. This is why, see, and it's gonna be that right to carry shit. See, it's shit like this. See, those who are responsible gun owners, this is the shit that they talk about. For those who carry, and you get abusive with it. But see, for people like me, I don't know the difference any motherfucking more. Okay? We don't know what done happened. You know, now it could be that the old boy, you know, little 19-year-old, because you know, young kids, they're going to talk shit. Okay, old man, old white cracker, he could have did all of that. Okay? At the same time, you're not security. You had your gun was there illegally. So you knew you was wrong from the jump, because you pack it and you know you ain't registered or whatever. You knew you was wrong. But because you got that motherfucker on your side, see, you went down here to act as if you're going to play law. Judge, jury, prosecutor, executioner, and et cetera, because now your temper got the best of you, because old boy that said something that you didn't like, or he might have pushed your buttons and carrying on. See, this is where I am with all this bullshit. For anybody who feel that they just have the right to assert themselves like that, and that you don't get the law involved, y'all at a hotel, do what I did. You couldn't go get the hotel manager. You're not even hotel management. You're not even hotel management to come in and say anything. You just there as another patron who had a complaint because it was loud noise. Now, any other damn thing, honey, loud noise, you call security. You call the front desk. What's all that goddamn noise? Right? So why is it that this is a problem? Okay, why is it that this is a motherfucking problem? I respect the police chief was saying that, okay, right now we can't prove that. And when we do, then we're going to make sure that these particular these charges are the right charges are going to be getting. Because he said racial intimidation and carrying on. Okay, you're talking about a 47-year-old versus a 19-year-old. Okay, that's already, hell, he's old enough to be this boy's father. Okay, and et cetera, et cetera. So we got a generational gap there. Then we talking about he did this because of the sound of the music and carrying on. I'm having a major problem with this, and it's fucking with me. It's really fucking with me. Let me bring y'all up in here. What's going on, people? Talk to me.
What's going on? Cleopatra. Hey.
Right.
Sir.
What's going on?
Listen, y'all know I'm just sick and tired. I'm tired of us having to talk about stuff like this. This shit, then they be trying to figure out why the fuck we always so mad. I'm about tired of it. I'm tired. You telling me you 47 years old. How old was that boy, me? He was 19?
Yeah, he was 19. Uh-huh.
And the man was 47. So at 47, you can't do something a little different than kill somebody because of some loud music. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right. Let me read this because this is important because I read this too. I'm not condoning anything. One article I read said that the white guy had a 3-year-old in the hotel room, probably the reason for the encounter. I read that too, and I'm surprised they didn't. I wanted to play that because I'm get tired of sharing screens or whatever. I wanted it to be live and carrying on, and that there was from the news anchors and stuff down there. But I read that too from one of the newspapers there that he had a 3-year-old. When they arrested him, they're trying to figure out what to do with the child or whatever.
Yeah, but he had a 3-year-old, and that's to say what? That you was upset that the boy with the loud music kept your 3-year-old from being asleep or whatever, so he was supposed to die?
Right. Okay. That part. And that's
you couldn't call hotel security. You couldn't call the police. You couldn't do anything but kill this boy for some loud music. Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck about your 3-year-old. How about that? Because I look at that like that could be one of my damn sons. So you don't give a fuck about my son, I give a fuck about your 3-year-old.
How about it?
That's where I am with it now. And people can take that however they want to take it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And anybody that could come with an excuse and all kinds of shit with that, miss me with the bullshit. I'm not playing. I don't give a fuck if you had 10 3-year-olds in there. You have to die from the damn loud music.
Okay. And what really bothers me is that someone somewhere in the racist part of America sees this story and loves the fact that this happened regardless of circumstances. You know what? And the sad thing is because, see, and we all know this. Well, let me put it this way. We all have been in circles to where we've walked up on it or we've got back alley information about those who fester in this because it will come across as another nigga dead. You know, and
I feel like this. You motherfuckers is mad because that bastard lost. Well, y'all keep it up.
Okay.
Because this is, I done said it how many times? This is not 1954. We are not our grandparents. Keep it the fuck up.
Okay. Any legal gun
owner with young niggas running up on cops and shooting cops, you think they give a fuck about shooting your racist ass?
See. Any legal gun owner with common sense can see this was unjustified. Listen, it was unjustified from the beginning because what you just say, Princess, any legal gun owner, his gun was not his gun was illegal from the jump. So you went out there being Billy Badass because you had this motherfucker on your side illegally. So it started off wrong. That's how come when they said he had the 3-year-old in there, I'm like, oh, he had the child. And I was like, okay, well, that might be, okay, I'm pissed because it was loud music, and that might have given him the courage to go say, hey, could you turn that down? But you went out there with the gun on your side, so you went out there to act like you was going to be the motherfucking enforcement. You was wrong.
Think about this. We going back to that 3-year-old real quick. You got your 3-year-old with you. What if this little Thundercat, as which one of the comedians called little Thundercat? If the little Thundercat would have shot your ass the fuck back.
First, right. What if he would have been the one dead? And in essence, he is because you went to jail and the child is now fatherless or whatever because you going down. You going down. Okay.
Because in the climate that we in, it's going to be, do we lock him up and make a few people happy, or do we not lock his ass up for real and convict him? And all our shit get burnt down like it's doing everywhere else.
And you know what? Now that's a good question. I mean, that's a good point because mind you, I want you to catch what the news is saying. They're saying this is the first murder in that town for this entire year. We're here in November. The year is almost over. So this is their first incident of anything like this in the entire year, which said that this was a very peaceful town somewhat. And carrying on. So
and that's now, not gonna be able to get swept under the rug.
Baby, yes. Listen, it can't. Why is a 47-year-old trying to identify with a 19-year-old kid? Listen, what a 19-year-old kid is listening to in the first place. I don't know if he was trying to identify with it. I'm making a point that you know, I'm trying to put into places and speculating that I'm sure that it was probably hip hop music or whatever, and this, that, and the third. Because in instances like this, if the music is too loud or whatever, I mean, hell, when I go outside my damn apartment, these little motherfuckers come over here to 39.6 in this little area, and they bumping shit. But I'm like, it's 2, 3 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. Okay, who is it now? Because it's so late, and I, as big as I am, you know, I don't take it upon myself to do it. I would call the cops like, listen, could y'all come do a damn run through here? Because we got a noise out here. We got noise out here. Okay, because it's a disturbance. Let them handle it, the professionals handle it, because I know it's gonna be an emotional bullshit, and then it's gonna get out of hand. Right. So I can only imagine, because when they come through here 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, that's club shit. So they coming in like they're coming from the club. Okay, so that could be trap, that could be gangster, that could be whatever the case. It ain't never house music, because then it'd be my shit, and I wouldn't necessarily have a complaint. But at 3 o'clock in the morning, I would, because I'm that neighbor. You see what I say? How you catch that? Did you catch that? If it was house music, I wouldn't necessarily have a complaint, but just turn it down.
I wouldn't be mad if somebody came through in the middle of the night, blasting Whitney Houston or Luther Vandross. Hey.
Okay.
And I love hip hop, but if I'm fucking asleep and I hear motherfucking 2 Chainz, y'all know I love 2 Chainz to death. Y'all know we love him. But if you bumping 2 Chainz at 4 o'clock and I was asleep, me and you got a problem. But I'm not trying to kill you. It ain't that deep. You want me on my sleep, I'm mad as shit. But I ain't trying to kill you.
Because you came up and interrupted the piece, and then on top of it, now you got to prove a point, because a lot of these motherfuckers that come and do it, they got enhanced sound systems. So you got the bass blaring.
Look,
okay.
Where my finger at? Where my finger at? Him upstairs.
And
him upstairs. Look,
right.
I can't get my finger to go right, Red. Look, him up there. So when you sit in the back seat of this shit and your whole the shit go through your whole goddamn soul.
Right. So and that's fine, but at 4 o'clock in the morning, right, and you come into an apartment, I don't care where you at, but
first and foremost, yeah, I got enhanced sound system. Yes, I got a system that's enough to set off your house alarm. Yes, but at the same time, after 1 o'clock in the morning, all you're gonna hear come out my shit is motherfucking goddamn it, Keith Washington, Guy. You know what I'm saying? Luther Vandross, Peebo Bryson.
Come on now. I ain't even mad if you ride down my block like that, Red.
And let me go here. I'm gonna say this too, because see, I have to be mindful, because you know we got the little thing to Bluetooth your phone and shit. Well, you know, as loud as you turn your shit up, trying to hear it in the car, everybody else hear your shit when you open up the motherfucking door. So all that ghetto way of talking and shit. Yeah, everybody in on your goddamn conversation. And at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I don't need to be hearing you talking to your bitch about bitch, open up the motherfucker. I ain't opening up shit. And it's coming from the goddamn car.
Nope, I don't do that.
But at the end of the day, you still ain't trying to kill me. You wake me out my sleep, I might be like, yeah.
Them late night calls.
They was at a hotel, right? You said they was at a hotel?
Yeah, there was some kind of hotel type of place. Yeah.
Okay, so front desk. Front desk. You can't call nobody.
Okay, see, hold on. Wait a minute.
Hey, Baja.
Okay, your anger, Nikki, is more than understood by us. Okay. Nobody
wins. You know what? We are getting tired of having to talk about it's the same incident.
Right.
Over and over. Over and over. And at 47, you should have the with a no. This is a child. At 47, you could be that child's father, right?
Right.
And so do you want your child to die because they were playing music loud? That's some bullshit.
It's bullshit all day.
It's the mental capacity for me. It's like if it was somebody young and they still popping off, you still in your pop off days. But at 47, To me, you can't tell me it's nothing but being racist. Because at 47, why can't you think enough to say, this is a child? I have a child. I have a 3-year-old here with me. Let me call the police. Let me call the front desk. Let me call whoever I need to call. This is disturbing the peace.
Exactly. Amy,
but to me, it just seems like you were trying to prove a point.
Exactly. I'm so sick of how trigger happy people are, especially all of those morons with illegal guns. Legal gun owners have at least passed the test to know safety with guns, which includes not drawing your weapon unless you have the intention to kill the person you're pointing it at. How about that?
That's period.
Okay, how about that?
What they used to tell us back in the day, don't pull it if you ain't ready to use it.
They're going to use it. That, and the fact that there is a use of force continuum that has lethal justified force at the tip of the pyramid and puts more emphasis on de-escalation. For civilians, obviously the best choice is calling the police or calling security or management. Hello.
I have somebody on my live that says, why do people insist on taking the law into their own hands?
Interesting.
Because they think that they can. That's the thing.
Wait a minute.
Because they think that they can.
I'm going to say something that's going to be very controversial. But I don't give a fuck.
Go ahead.
The reason why people take the law into their own hands is because of the wording in the Second Amendment. It says that you have the right to bear arms if you are a fucking militia to help out the government.
Oh.
Most folks want to act as if they are this self-imposed law, this self-imposed militia. They want to deputize themselves. They want to sit down here and act as if the power is there. This was supposed to be to protect myself. Anytime that I'm strapped, I'm saying I'm going to protect myself. But when you go starting shit, motherfucker, because you got this bitch on your hip or on your shoulder or in your back or whatever, because you know you got it, that gives you a false sense of motherfucking security and importance, and you feel it.
Y'all ain't never seen the Westerns? No, remember the Western speech? Yeah. It was whoever could draw first. So, bitch, it don't matter if you got those on your hip if they draw faster. Look, my brother said the same mofos. My brother said the same mofos who don't want to defund the police are the same ones who want to be the police. Exactly.
Ooh,
45 supporters. Come on.
That's good. That's good.
You better come on and say that.
You know, here in Detroit, if you can't handle people blasting their music in the car at night, you will probably never get no sleep. Big Red late night jam mixes sound like the bomb, okay?
Me too, Eric. That's what I said. He can ride down my block at 3 o'clock in the morning playing Keith Washington and all of them. That's what he said. Listen, come on through.
This guy already had the intention to kill a nigga. The loud music was just all he needed as an excuse. I can't fuck with that because that's up to interpretation, but I can't fuck with that because you went out there strapped. You went out there strapped. It wasn't like he went out there, had an argument, went back to it, and came back with the gun. Because then that would be premeditated. He didn't do that. You went out there with the motherfucker already on your hip. Boom.
Because if he was playing music like we think he was playing, like you said, Misha, if he was playing some hip-hop music, now instantly in your head, it was already a nigga. And I'm about to go kill him.
Boom.
Period.
How about that? And yeah. And then catch it.
Would it be the same thing if they was out there playing heavy metal, grunge music? I
know this too, because catch this, because here is where my brain cells are, because I would like to know if he's ever trained, and I'm sure he fired a weapon before, because he only shot one time and shot that boy in his chest. He shot him in the chest and killed him. The boy he killed him.
So he knew exactly what he was doing.
Exactly. Okay. Will this shit ever get better, child? Okay, that's what we got to take to the altar, honey. Okay.
It'll get different, but I don't know.
Okay, I just want to say regarding this situation that it doesn't even matter if it was a hate crime. A man confronted a teenager about his music, and when he didn't get his way, he pulled an illegal gun and shot him in the chest at point blank range. Now, another young black man is dead at the hands of a white man again. Thank you. Okay, again. Okay, right. That part.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's the same story. We keep reporting and commentating on the same story, but with somebody else's son.
Okay. Or that crazy ass song you shared earlier, "Oh Disrespectful Mess." You so damn stupid. I can't play it. It's called Throat Baby. Okay. I ain't gonna play it. Yeah, girl, yeah, honey. Okay, yeah. Okay, Frederick, you say what? Listen, Sister Nikki, until we start responding violence with violence, this will continue. We can't keep appealing to the devil to have a conscience and shit. You know what? Wait a minute, hold on. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I get it because
But I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish because you already know I feel like that.
Well, this is what I feel like. This, I know that it's gonna. I don't necessarily think that that's the answer, but I know that in order to get the attention of folk, that is something's going to have to give. It's going to be a yin and a yang. And the thing of it is, I've always said you can't fight fire. A lot of folks say fight fire with fire. No, you fight fire with water. Put the shit out. But there are moments where, hell, violence just gonna have to be it, because you can't take a knife to a gunfight. If this motherfucker got a gun, you know, sometimes the if we at war, there's going to be casualties, and that's sad. We can't, you know, it's sad to think of it like that, because usually the casualties are people that ain't got nothing to do with the shit. It's always the innocent bystander. It's the babies. It's the old lady down the street. Here, when they came in, y'all know that here in Atlanta a few years ago, when they kicked in the wrong house, the dope house, and it was the wrong house, they killed that 98-year-old woman or whatever. Listen. There's casualties, and the casualties are what's fucked up. And we in a country to where you keep saying we ain't got no motherfucking money and carrying on, but yet y'all pay for these damn casualties, and y'all want and then y'all make it to me that y'all make them the martyrs. We got fuckers that sit up there and want to get upset. The Candace Owens and them. How is it y'all make a martyr out of these folks? They were criminals. No, goddamn it, this was wrong. The criminal wasn't the criminal.
At the time that they died, they wasn't doing nothing.
The criminal wasn't the criminal or the person who committed the crime. The criminal became when the fucker who was protecting ended up crossing the damn line and did not do his fucking civic duty. He became the motherfucking criminal.
He was the criminal with his knee on that man's neck for how long?
Imagine this. Imagine this. Because you sitting up here trying to be so fucking that way. You're trying to, and what if the 19-year-old had to fire back?
That's what I said in the beginning.
What if he had fired?
Then your 3-year-old ain't got no dad.
No, how about this? What if he had fired back and ended up killing the 3-year-old?
Then he under the jail for some shit that you started.
That had been the consequence. You see what I'm saying? If you can hear where I'm going with this. Because
you just killed somebody else's child.
Right.
With no qualms about it. Or with some music. Bullshit. Now, in response to the comment that was up there, I have said this for so long. Do I want us to be at a war? No. But at the end of the day, and please, y'all, I told y'all before, don't come at me with the bullshit, because when I say this, I mean exactly what I say. Racist white people. That's who I'm talking to. They have been nothing but violent since the days they stepped their foot on the shores of the West Africa and brought us over here. You've been nothing but violent since then. So every time a black person turns around and gets violent back, then all of a sudden you so scared of the big black angry woman or the big black angry man. Why you scared? You ain't been scared.
Right.
Why every time you walk down the street, you clutching your damn purse? We didn't steal you. We didn't rape you. We didn't work you to motherfucking death. You the motherfucking thugs and the goddamn bullies. And then when somebody decides to stand up, they the criminals. You tell me, like that shit, what was that meme they had up the other day? They kept spinning around. What will Martin Luther King do? Well, bitch, we don't know, because y'all kill his peaceful ass too.
How about that? How about that?
You want us to be peaceful, but y'all ain't been nothing but violent. So do I want to burn it down shit, tearing up shit? No, because like you said, Mitchell, it will be casualties. Yeah. And that means when something happens, people we care about, people we love will be hurt.
Right.
But at the end of the day,
yeah.
At the end of the day, the kingdom
and that's where it comes.
It was taken by force. Y'all want to use the Bible?
Okay. Oftentimes when we talk about, you know, violence have to meet violence and carrying on, though that's going to get their attention. But like I said here, I feel this way about guns, because the idea is everybody got the right to bear arms. And I know y'all know Kennesaw, the city of Kennesaw here, it is on their books in the city that everybody has to have a gun.
Really?
Yes.
I'm moving to Kennesaw.
It's on their books, honey. Every citizen of the city of Kennesaw must be a firearm carrying person.
So Kennesaw don't have no felons, huh?
Not from what they're saying, that they crime, that the city of Kennesaw crime level is right, but they think that that's because the mentality is, if I have a gun and you have a gun and everybody know everybody else got a gun, then it's like, okay, well, hell, okay, it's gonna be
all be peaceful. I'm
coming. But my whole thing
is we gonna all be peaceful. We gonna have a showdown.
My whole thing is this. It becomes a pissing contest. Y'all heard me say this before. Because see, now it's about everybody who got guns. Okay, well, hell, I done pulled out mine, but you done pulled out yours. Because mine is a 25 or whatever, yours is a 357. You got more firepower, you got more gunpowder, or you got hollow tip bullets or whatever the case. Then it becomes a pissing contest.
But the contest is about who the hell can shoot the best. Because it don't matter who got what gun if you can't shoot.
Right.
Okay, first and foremost, Kennesaw.
You start pulling them guns out.
First and foremost, Kennesaw, right? Kennesaw.
Yeah.
Okay, the law over there in Kennesaw, it ain't about that. It's a residential law, meaning your felonious past has nothing to do with it. You can't carry it on the city streets. You cannot step off the curb away from your mailbox. But within your residential realm, it is legal and it's the law to have a gun registered to that residence.
Have one in your house, but not a carry. Just in your house. Okay. I was about to say because that would have led me to ask this, Red. That would have led me to ask this. That would have made me think that y'all was some racist ass motherfuckers over in Kennesaw.
No. Hold on. Because wait a minute, there's a proviso here, because there's something different than what I said. Because what I was told, and I was told this by a congressman, that their law is that everyone must be, that you have to have a gun there.
Yeah, you do. It's the law.
He said the Red said it has to be in your house, but it's not a license to carry.
Right.
No,
it's not license to carry, but
law, you can. But I was trying to clarify. But what Nikki said was that the fact that even if you a homeowner and a felon, you still have to have a gun at that residence for city law.
Okay.
You know
how does that work? Because you know how, like, if you're a felon that has gun charges, you ain't supposed to be around no gun. So is that Kennesaw saying you can't live here?
Basically.
Okay, hold on.
I'm asking because
hold on.
I ain't got no gun charges, y'all. I ain't got no charges.
Tell me a law in this world that's gonna tell you that you can't have turkey in your house.
I know that people on probation and parole, if they got gun charges, they're not supposed to have guns and stuff in the house. They locked Molly up for it was bullets in the house that he was staying in. There wasn't even no gun in the house.
And that was a railroad charge. With the right lawyer, that was a railroad charge.
Oh no, he didn't get the charge ain't stick, but it was a violation. I'm just saying.
No, they not even violate you. With the right lawyer, you're not even supposed to get violated.
Well, this is the thing. His probation officer is down here, and she was like, that's some bullshit, and I'm not locking him up for that. Let him out. But I'm just saying, the way the laws say in certain states, because I don't know how they are everywhere, but in certain states, if your probation is contingent on you can't be around guns, you can't be around drugs, you can't be around other felons and stuff like that, and then you in your house, but I own the gun. And then he get an asshole PO that come out and then say you can't be here.
And then an asshole. What's the law about the place living in? Let's get to reality. Then that asshole PO is gonna find a program that's paying my rent somewhere else.
I hear that.
Okay, how about that?
You better come on
Well,
through here. And the
okay.
reason why I was asking about is that what Kennesaw's thing is, because then that would have made me think, oh, y'all must be some racist motherfuckers because there's a bunch of felons. And is y'all not gonna let the felons come live where y'all live because they can't have a gun in their house?
I know three Afro-American families out there that are, matter of fact, 2 of them are from Illinois. And they moved down here, they moved to Kennesaw, and that's how I learned about the gun thing. Because one of them was a mother, a daughter, and the grandmama, and they was laughing because they was like, baby, can you come out here and help us buy this weapons and show us how to use it? I'm like, Lord, I said, for what? Like, what do y'all need a weapon out there for? And that's when I learned
about grandma how to shoot that. Go show grandma how to shoot that.
And I did. I went out there and I got them, since they was all grown with no children in the house, I went out there, took them, and I got them a damn Mossberg. Whole $7 thing. All you gotta do, you ain't gotta worry about no aim in practice. All you gotta do is jack that bitch. You ain't gonna miss.
How about that? Okay. Let's go back to the comments.
What they talking about?
Like Helena says shit like this make it hard to be around a certain kind of person. Hello. Okay. Well, okay.
Vigilante justice, yeah.
Vigilante justice. That's it. Okay, that's why it means that false sense of security is what grinds my gears. These fools say that the Constitution is their license to carry. However, the laws by each state, city, and county tend to vary, and these fools don't take the time to read the laws when they travel. Hello.
Remember, Red was talking about that. Red, remember you said that? That's what happened to him.
Right.
He crossed one county line.
I crossed a county line, one county line. I went from Champaign, Illinois, Champaign County, to Chicago, Cook County, and motherfucking called a case for legally purchased weapons in my name because they wasn't broken down into junk in Cook County. They had to be in like 9 pieces per gun. And but over where I bought them and purchased them across the counter at a gun shop, all you have to do when you travel is have the separation of the weapon and the ammunition.
Wow.
So here it is. I was used to doggone following the laws of where I purchased at a reputable gun dealer, and up there thinking I'm not breaking no laws because I even had an Illinois state. This would get me. I was going to say that.
Your license was for Illinois, right?
I even had. Hold on. I'm glad we're on the subject. I still kept it in case these conversations ever came up. This is my old Illinois state FOID card for firearms.
Hello here, Meech and Red down there. Let me know. Send me some hearts if y'all can hear them down there.
Do you understand? I still got this card. Expired and everything. This is the card I had in my possession when I caught the case. All of a sudden, this card meant nothing. This says Illinois state, right? It don't say county. It don't say city.
Kush Money said, okay, go off. I know your laws per state and county. Yeah, you had to. And that don't make no sense. It's like, if I live right here.
Me and Cupcake both got concealed carry weapons from the state of Georgia. But what you don't know is they're only good in 33 states. And you better learn what states they're good in.
Right.
Yeah, on account.
How about that? Let me go here. Haji said, that's what I hate about white tolerance. No matter how dumb the excuse is, blacks have to ponder it like he was disputing over whether he clean killed a deer.
How'd you go to bed?
We're not disputing over whether he cleaned the deer, killed a deer or not, child. The thing of it is that hell, the idea of it is that this is what this is. Hell, wrong was wrong, but then comes all of the speculation of what else could have gone wrong, and this, that, and the other. For them not to charge him with racial intimidation or whatever, that the officer said that right now they got to prove it. But here it is. The shit here, it gets on everybody's nerves. You get sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of bullshit. And the question becomes, what do we do? What do we do outside of saying, okay, let's just start killing up a bunch of motherfuckers? Because that's where everybody is going, in that direction. Go ahead, Nick.
Greg, I got a question. Your niece down here on my Instagram live. She said they took her license to carry. She had got a DUI. Now she had no gun when she got the DUI, but she still had her license. They took it. So if you get a DUI, you lose your license to carry?
Who took it? And was it written on
that?
the
Yeah.
Keish, Uncle Red said, who took it? I remember she had told me that. She had even purchased it.
Was it written on her charges? Revocation of. You know what I'm saying?
Said, was it written on your charges? I thought it was only a DUI. Would they check your wallet? How they know you had a license to carry? How they even know? They went through all of that?
Right. Okay. Love these comments. Okay.
Yeah.
The Second Amendment militia is supposed to be to protect our freedom from a tyrannical government, but instead we have teenagers sitting people in the street with illegal guns to protect property. Exactly. From a tyrannical government. Okay. So yeah, and oftentimes that tyranny of a government usually comes down party lines, and then it becomes racial on top of it. Because if this group of people feel as though that the government is not being or doing what they're supposed to do to protect the people, then it becomes a fucking mutiny. So it becomes, okay, no, I'm gonna stand in because the government ain't doing what they're supposed to do. So now we got to sit down here and protect this country. Ain't that what you're hearing at these damn Trump rallies are carrying out? Oh, this is America. We need to protect America from Antifa. We got to protect America from Black Lives Matter. And it's that because they feel that the government ain't doing it. Then it's up there and say, oh, well, hell, y'all protecting these folks. Then you got Agent Orange up in there fueling that shit, calling these things out by name like that. So then you got these little militia children done gathered up, they done shine their guns and shit, and they ready for war. And so now it becomes all of this. What's she saying?
She said that in Pennsylvania, as long as you have a DUI on your record, they automatically take it from you. That's why I was asking, how long does it stay on your record? And she said, you know, as soon as they run your license, they know that you got it. So they'll ask you, they tell you, we know you got a license to carry, you got any weapons in the car.
Okay.
So I guess that's the law. That don't mean you can't own a gun, you just can't carry it outside.
Right.
Okay.
My brother said the whole system corrupt, Lil' Kim.
Okay, hold on. First thing, when did she get the DUI?
2 years ago. That was 2 years ago, right? When grandma died. 10 years? That's some bullshit.
What?
They said stay on her record for 10 years.
What?
What?
The DUI.
No, it don't. Listen, no,
it don't. Goddamn criminal, like what the fuck?
No, it don't.
Uncle Bob, you need to call a lawyer for your niece.
No, it don't. I'll tell you something. My sister had got a fucking DUI, which is really the nerdest of all nerds in America. Okay, got a DUI.
Y'all know she wasn't drunk. Y'all know she wasn't drunk, so you know what the DUI was.
All right, she got a DUI within 3 years. Within 3 years of dealing with the doggone thing and the system and doing everything in order. Not only did she goddamn get it off her record because she got it expunged.
Yeah, Keith, what do you say about getting that expunged off your damn thing? Because that's too goddamn long.
That is
ain't even no
somebody
she ain't
lying.
No criminal. She ain't got no goddamn record. That's them trying to keep us in the system, girl. We getting that off your goddamn record.
People who handle their business. I've seen truck drivers get DUIs and back on the road the next year. If you handle your business accordingly, that's not true.
We gonna look into it.
Okay.
I done seen motherfuckers get goddamn breaking and entering off their shit, off this sponge in motherfucking 4-5 years. Get the fuck out of here.
He just said, you know, it was weed they was drawing. Shit. They had stopped on one of them. Y'all know how they had the safety checks?
Yeah.
Okay, that's too cute.
But we gonna look into that, Keish. We gonna look into that. And who seen Angelina Jolie old ass daddy the other day? Anybody seen him?
No.
Whoa.
I didn't.
Bitch, if I wasn't looking at the thing, I would have thought it was Trump talking. oh, we got to protect our country from Joe Biden and that lady, whatever the. Yo.
Whatever.
This nigga went on a rant. I mean, rant. I was about to say research department. Did y'all see his old ass talking shit the other day?
I heard about him, but I didn't see it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's called protection, Nikki. They protect unto us what's serially in their hearts. Okay. For those of y'all, let me let y'all know who this is. Frederick Webb, this is the guy who runs Black GDP TV for us.
Right.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, sir. How are you? Thank you for having us on your network.
Okay.
I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant, Fred.
Okay.
Hey, hold on. Fred, I need my 30-minute comedy stand-up.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to do a day in the life of Big Red on Black GDP.
Right. This tea tonight tastes like pepper spray mixed with racist hate. I don't like it, but we can't get back to a point where the commonplace of this hateful act becomes tolerated and unrecognized once again. The fight for change must continue. Yep. Exactly.
Now, he's so right, because we can't get back to that where we so sick and tired of hearing about it that we just sweeping it under the rug again.
Exactly. I hate the thought of it, though, too. It's always the last option. As someone who has studied the martial arts and seen where in both security and law enforcement that justified deadly force fits in, the training always states that it is the last option in a confrontation and to use all other options first.
Now, ain't that what we always talk about with the police, Meech? Ain't that what we always talk about? Why is your first reaction when it's a police? Now we're gonna switch over to the police. Why is it always your first thing to shoot?
Okay.
Why?
Right.
That means you telling me that you got no de-escalation training whatsoever.
Right. Right.
But you seem to have that de-escalation training real good when you up in a white neighborhood. When old Billy Ray is pointing a motherfucking gun at you, but Billy Ray don't even go to jail, let alone get shot or killed.
Wait a minute, because just recently, y'all know a few shows ago, when I had put up the white guy who was in the pickup truck. And
the one with the shotgun? Did you do that one?
No, with the shotgun. The officer told him to give him his ID, and he wouldn't give him his ID, and he threw it on the ground and carried on. And it was just the one with the shotgun. Was the shotgun or the one that took the gun from him? That was when he beat the two officers up and then stole their car.
Oh, that was the other one. Yeah, the one I was talking about with the shotgun was a real old one. And he come out pointing the shotgun at the police, cussing them out.
Right.
He didn't get arrested. How are you alive, sir?
Not arrested, not shit.
All our sons keep dying and don't have not their weapon.
Right. But in all seriousness, once you pull that trigger, you cannot call the bullet back, which is why one of the rules says, be sure of your target and everything beyond it. And the other one says, do not point your weapon at something you do not intend to destroy. Shaking my head. This is why I personally feel that if you push more gun control laws, law-abiding citizens of every race won't be able to defend themselves against the Klansmen and neo-Nazis. But here's my thing about more. I don't think, the thing of it is that we keep talking about more gun laws. I had a disagreement with someone who was running for state senator here, but he said something to me that made sense. He says, we have the laws already on the books. If we just enforce the ones that we have, we'd be good. And then I said, well, wait a minute. So are you saying that the law enforcement that we have is inadequate? Because if they're not enforcing what's already on the books, then what the fuck are we doing? Because we keep hollering more gun laws, but y'all keep saying there are laws on the books. So now the question becomes, what laws are on the books?
Period. I was about to ask you, did he give you an example?
No, he didn't. Because that became a rhetorical question. And that research department, let's do that. That's a long one. That's gonna take some study. But we need to find out exactly what laws are on the fucking books and then find out which ones are not being enforced. Because if we start there, maybe everybody who keeps saying we need better gun control and this, that, and other, because everybody who keeps saying, oh, well, we got to have mental screening checks. Bitch, that ain't going to work because today I'm fine. Today, I'm fine. I will pass the mental health test today. But bitch, you don't know what straw done broke the camel's back that done sent me over the tick, tick, boom.
My brother said 1 million laws are outdated.
Yes, yes,
So do
Chad,
they
yes.
run out? Like when it comes to certain laws, because just like when we talk about like acts and stuff like that, they're on the books. Like that bullshit ass one that give us the right to vote that they keep on having to vote on every, which okay, we ain't gonna go there. But
right, okay.
if we don't say nothing about the laws, do the laws just stay? Do they have a time limit on them? But because what I'm getting from what my brother is saying, if they outdated, is because it's probably laws on the books that ain't nobody ever challenged or like you said, meets or enforced.
Right. But here's the thing. This is how you know when you get a police officer or somebody who got a hair up their ass. Because they will start to enforce that old bullshit when they're trying to sit up there and rack up charges. Because it's a crime to spit on the ground. It's a crime for a man to cuss in front of a woman.
Well, first and foremost, hold on. They got a lot of crimes that it's like you said, there's a lot of stuff on the books that people don't enforce. Just like I'm gonna tell you something that's an everyday thing that y'all wouldn't even believe.
What?
You know when you pull, okay, like say like downtown area where you work, meet, right? Okay. You know how you pull up, they got the meters right there.
Yeah.
Most of the time when you pull up to a parking space where there's a meter, the meter is on the right side of your car, whether you're going north or south, right?
Right, right.
Did you know the side where you get out is the street, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Did you know they supposed to write you a ticket for opening your door, getting out in the street? You're supposed to climb over and get out on the sidewalk.
The hell?
Okay, we're gonna go over here. The comments say what?
It's a law.
I know. I know.
It's a written law.
I remember when Kennesaw passed that law because robbing crews were preying on that new town. Crime dropped the next day. Educate them, Red. Some people don't read those reciprocity laws. Right. When I moved back to Maryland from Virginia after leaving the Navy, I knew to keep my firearm and the ammunition separate from each other in the trunk once I crossed the state line because I read the laws. Okay.
Yeah, and y'all, we implore y'all.
If you get a felony DUI, yes,
traveling. Yeah, if you traveling to a different state, y'all, your shit is not gonna be the same. So look up where you're going. Look up what states you're riding through. If you plan on taking a road trip, look up the states that you're riding through.
And that's what I did.
Know them damn laws. If you feel like you got to take your firearm with you, know the laws of every state that you are going through.
Exactly.
Well, see, before I went on that last trip I went on, I did a statewide study on carrying to see what the new laws were. And that's how I found out exactly how many states I was legal in. And I found out also, which I think is crazy, if you're a traveling person and you're a law-abiding citizen that's usually trying to protect yourself, they should allow you to hold more than one doggone carrying permit. So if I cross into the state of Illinois, I should be able to carry because I have a concealed weapon permit for the state of Illinois. But they're not allowing you to do so. They want you to be a resident. But that's really not, to me, that's not reality. Because what if I'm a traveling salesman, an insurance man, or a truck driver?
Right. Oh, yes.
Right.
Drivers. Oh.
Okay. Can you guys tell me if it's true that a black man has no rights, a white man is bound to respect?
Wait.
Can you guys tell me if it's true that a black man has no rights, a white man is bound to respect?
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, that's true.
I believe it's true. Shit, if it ain't written,
I would believe that it becomes true. I think that there's a self-made truth based on Caucasian men, because the law is the law. But as we all seen, as we started gaining laws within the history of us being in this country, then all of a sudden it came amendments. Let's take this to the Black Panthers. Because when they fought for the right to carry guns, because they said in the Second Amendment, we followed the Second Amendment, we have the right to bear arms and this, that, and that. They got to quote in the laws. Then all of a sudden they want to amend this and amend that and this, that, and the other. So it becomes not so much that they have no rights or they're bound not to respect it, whatever. The thing of it is they're trying to get the upper hand. So
and remember me with the Black Panthers, they wasn't violent until they were messing with them.
Exactly.
They were doing nothing but protecting.
Exactly.
Then all of a sudden, you on the FBI list. Malcolm X, Islam, y'all on the FBI, CIA.
That law is still on the books today. Okay.
I was getting ready to say, what we need to do is go try to check them old laws from when we were still slaves.
Yeah. Nikki, check this out. Ready? Dred Scott was enslaved, an African-American man in the United States who unsuccessfully sued for his freedom and that of his wife, Harriet Robinson Scott, and their 2 daughters in the Dred Scott versus Sanford case. All right. Of 1857. And it's properly known now as the Dred Scott case. That stuff is still on the books.
Yeah.
That's
How about
crazy.
that? How about that?
And that's why it's never going to be, yes, John Boy is a piece of shit. That's why when people be talking about equality, we're never going to have it until all that shit is gone. When slavery was abolished, all the shit that was along with it should have been abolished.
Okay. Okay. Let me see.
What's the case? What's his name again?
Dred Scott.
I want to make sure I read about it again. I'm going to make sure I read about it when we get off. Okay. Dred Scott.
Yep.
Okay.
Nikki, they done started tracking down and threatening the lives of the poll counters. Yeah, they have.
I saw that. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Over in DeKalb County, they was over there threatening the fucking poll people.
Wait a minute.
First of all, why you threatening them?
We're gonna put a P in there because I got an election story that I want to sit down here and bring to y'all, just because because of how serious this has gotten with this shit and carrying on. But put a pin there because let me get through all these comments first. Then I'm gonna take a commercial break. Okay. Nikki got a point though. It seems as if they're just reserving their de-escalation playbook for the whites. Okay, how about that? Okay, what is this?
What did I say?
Okay, thank you for all that, but that's funny. Okay.
What's wrong? Who?
I have no kid. Whoever, Jim Morrison, honey, is dead.
Wow.
Okay. I got so caught up in the conversation that I'm not even finished with my hotel rounds yet.
Ooh, Leah, now you know damn well.
Hotel rounds, and I'm the one at the hotel. You just doing your rounds, okay? Y'all change spots. Well, damn.
Oh.
Yeah. Technically, you can have more than one permit. Also, check each state to see if they allow non-resident permits for those out of state, Red. I believe Utah and Florida have them as well as Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Dred Scott case. Some practicing more say that those laws don't apply to them anyway. Okay.
Every Mormon American I knew said that.
That'll be my research for Maryland's laws. I'll definitely look those up along with any laws going back to slave days. Thanks, Nikki. Okay.
Thanks, Leah.
It was never abolished. Okay. It was never abolished except if you're a felon. Check that. Yeah, now that we know. That's the 13th Amendment. As far as
because that's why they get their asses in them prisons and work them like slaves.
Exactly. And that's why everything now becomes about mass incarceration. When they sat down and started privatizing prisons and carrying on, then it became, okay, what about the workforce? What about the workforce? And then who else? Okay.
Because all I ever think about is when everybody go to jail and it's like the mass incarceration thing. I remember my grandmother yelling before, I think it was one of my cousins, my uncle, or somebody, and said, oh, you won't work for minimum wage, but you'll go out there and do some stupid shit that had you working for 3 cents a damn day.
Right, right, okay. They asked Clown about the threats today. Of course, he declined to comment. Of course he did. Oh, fuck.
He ain't gonna comment.
Okay. Yes, this shit is real crazy with the elections, okay? Red, what you put up here for everybody to read? Modern slavery is a multi-billion-dollar industry, with just the forced labor aspect generating U.S. $150 billion each year. The Global Slavery Index of 2018 estimated roughly 40.3 million individuals are currently caught in modern slavery, with 71% of those being female and 1 in 4 being children.
Come on.
Damn. All right. That's the okay. So let's take a breather right here. Ooh, I got to readjust my seat because my ass is starting to hurt. I've been sitting in this chair all day. I had a meeting earlier.
It wasn't a chair.
Oh,
What?
and the shit begins. Look, he waited, but he waited for it. It was time for the commercial, though. You gotta give it to him.
Hush your mouth for scissors.
You gotta wiggle. Okay. Wiggle in your seat.
Hey,
wiggle in your seat.
Then I'm gonna tell you all of my secrets. I can't show you my wiggle now.
Woo! You got a wiggle in your seat, move? Wait a minute now.
All of my wiggle now, honey.
Wait a minute now.
Listen, let's just say I know how to get over a speed bump very carefully, honey.
Ooh, I knew that.
Okay. 2 steps.
I just love you for waiting this long, Red. You did real good. All the way to commercial.
All right. Listen, we're gonna be right back after this break. And then when we come back, honey, I got something. We're gonna go, we're gonna go into this one story about the election. I'm gonna hit that real quick and hit it. Okay, we'll be right back, y'all. Stand by.
Oh, nah,
we're not asking for your permission. We're not seeking your approval. We're claiming what's ours in the name of our ancestors. We are their answered prayers. This is more than a movement. This is a revolution. Black innocence. What are yours today? Attention all business owners. Use your advertising dollars here. Looking to reach a more diverse audience for your products and your services? Well, this is the platform for you. Dishing Tea Entertainment welcomes all businesses who wish to expand their brands and looking for clientele that's more than grown and sexy, but also the seasoned and sophisticated. For more information on how this spot can be yours, contact Big Meat at 404-914-5610 or go to our website at www.dishingtea.com.
And we
So when I
are
went,
back. All right. Let me say this. My little farewell clip that I played, I wanted to pay homage to those people because all of them were either close friends, associates, acquaintances, business partners, co-workers, and carrying on. That have most of them, all but one, all passed in the month of November. Okay. So yeah, but I wanted to put that together for them because it's just been one after the other. Like within 5 days, there were 4 people that I was like, what the hell is going on? And one, Jennifer Holiday Chanel, she and I were performing sisters. And we performed together a lot in Detroit and carrying on. And while I was there last, I did not know she was hospitalized. And she had made her transition the day that I left. I had left that Sunday, and she made her transition that Sunday. So it was kind of hard, with all of that. So those of you who are in this holiday season, remember I said, what kind of love is this, honey? I told y'all the song that I played at the beginning, the top of the show, is going to set the tone, because we keep wondering about this Christmas, Christmas. But if you feel that way, there's a line: why wait till December to bring joy to the ones that you remember deep in your heart? Why wait? Christmas should be every day. And that feeling, this whole thing. So if you haven't said it, say it today. Say it today. Say it today. If you don't know how to say it, write it in a letter. If that don't work, there's a song out there for, honey. Let the music do it. Okay. And carry it on. Okay. Steve.
Christmas without the
one you love, honey.
Write a letter. Write a letter.
Okay.
Well, I've been all my life trying not to celebrate a Christmas.
I know that. Come on, baby.
Then that little thing in there decided to be born on that day.
That's God's
I said, listen, and you know what she told me? Because I know kids are so smart. And she said, well, Grandma, what does Christmas really mean? I said, well, for people who actually celebrate Christmas, it's supposed to be Jesus's birthday. She said, what? I'm born on the same day as Jesus. She was like, I know I'm special. I said, you better go ahead. I ain't gonna break a little heart and tell her that Jesus was really not born that day, but she said, y'all know how Lily gets. She said, what? I'm doing on Jesus' birthday. I know I'm special. I said, girl, yes you are, honey.
Okay. Right. What we got? Unicorn is an industry today powered by federal inmate labor. Of course.
Facts.
There's so many of them. Now we were talking about the inmates and stuff, but hell, all of the damn supplies and stuff that the inmate Bob Barker, yes, Mr. Price is right. Bob Barker is the one that's supplying it. And
you told me that before. I was cleaning hell.
This one I found that out.
You told me that a few months ago. I was passed out. I could not believe it.
I'm sure your kid knows all about the wig. Oh, come on, you know it does. You know it does, girl. And I'm good at a goddamn recliner, baby. Anyway, okay, I'll have to check back in a few minutes. About to lose my Wi-Fi signal going into the garage. Anyway, I understand. Okay. Right. Meets had a meeting in the men's room. He'll be right back soon. You so goddamn stupid. Not this time, honey. My sister-in-law lost her aunt last night to COVID-19. Tomorrow is not promised, y'all. Oh my Lord. Okay. Okay, Leo. Hey, y'all. You guys talked about LISARAYE, her color-struck mom, and her pimp daddy. I'm coming to that. Listen. I know
you I ain't seen it yet. I ain't watched it. I only saw Danita tell me about it.
Right on time.
Don't be I ain't see it yet.
Hey, Leo.
That's all right. No.
Hey, Leo ready for the hot tea.
Let me get on this Michigan tea right here. Let me read this to y'all, and y'all tell me what this is. Okay. We were talking about the whole fraud thing And the children sitting up there putting out death threats to
yeah.
the counters and all of that, and this, that, and the other. Because y'all know that we're now in the third count down here in Georgia, right? The second count wasn't enough when they said, okay, you done lost by 6 million counts. And when they were sitting there talking about fraud, the fraud wasn't on the Biden side. It was on Trump's side because the damn Republicans were telling the children, oh, well, don't count those votes. And they had votes that were such and such, so-and-so. And all of the votes were for Biden. They wasn't Trump votes.
They were for Biden. They found what, like over 20,000 votes?
Something like that. And they were Biden votes.
In one county for Biden. You talking about we was cheating? Bitch, you should have been happy we was cheating.
But no, no, it wasn't that we was cheating. Y'all was the ones cheating. That was the gag. Y'all was the ones cheating, and then the votes that you found wasn't even yours. Dumbasses. But catch this. Election lawsuit cites fraud in a Michigan county that does not exist. Did you hear that? Election lawsuit cites fraud in a Michigan county that does not exist. Here we go. Okay, this is coming from Free Press, dated for December 1st.
I'm confused.
Okay, in an election lawsuit by Sidney Powell, President Donald Trump's former lawyer, cites a witness who claims to have seen something strange with the votes counted in Michigan's Edison County. Here's the thing. You can't point to Edison County on your Michigan hand, and not because it's in the Upper Peninsula, because, well, there is no Edison County in Michigan. In another case for Edison County, Michigan, the witness statement reads, Vice President Biden received more than 100% of the votes at 5:59 Eastern Time on November 4th, 2020. And again, he received 99.61% of the votes at 2:23 p.m. Eastern Time on November 5th, 2020. These distributions can cause for concern and indicate fraud. There is no Edison Township in Michigan either. There's an Edison Township in New Jersey. There's an Edison in Ohio, but not in Michigan. Okay. Powell has filed lawsuits in key election states where President-elect Joe Biden had won, many containing unfounded conspiracy theories and errors. There is no evidence of widespread voter fraud in Michigan or Wayne County, the latter of which had its election certified delayed this month and sparked nationwide criticism. However, the Michigan board certified that its election November 23rd, showing Biden winning by approximately 154,000 more votes than Trump. With all errors, naturally, some people out online are having fun with the claim. Okay, and some are claiming theories on the elusive Edison County. Okay, but how about that? There is no Edison County. So the motherfuckers who claim it to be witnessing, where were y'all at? You weren't in Edison because there is no Edison.
So wait, so Edison was saying, people from Edison were saying that Biden won in Edison?
Yeah.
But there's no Edison. So who's those people that were saying it?
They're saying what they're saying is causes speculation. They're saying it's fraud. They're saying that all of a sudden at 5:54, all these votes came in for Biden from this county, and then the next day, all these votes came in for Biden on this day, in this county on this day. Well, how did all these votes come in from this county when this county does not exist? Y'all claiming that y'all filed a lawsuit against Michigan because Michigan was fraudulent. How can it be fraudulent when you making up the story? There is no Edison County. So where are you counting these votes? What votes are you saying came from Edison County, Michigan? There is no Edison County, no Edison Township, no nothing. So you need to go to jail for a fraudulent lawsuit The lawsuit has no merit. Wait a minute. Let me. This is the perfect time for this. Catch this. Catch it.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, play it again for the people in the back.
Okay.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
They kept doing in and out for me. I'm mad.
Cupcake said one more time for the road.
You know, sometimes people be in the cheap seats, you know.
Wait a minute. Okay, right. Wait a minute.
Free workforce. Yeah, Baja.
Okay, wait a minute. What was it? Thank you. She's taking it hard. They were very close. I'm sure, child. I'm sure.
Send our condolences,
for my
please.
cousin in Pittsburgh. Found out this morning that he tested positive for coronavirus.
Oh my God.
Okay. In my Snoop Dogg voice, dirty orange clown head, bitch. Okay.
What's Bizzle?
Yeah, the Trump voters were on the news earlier saying they were voting twice.
What's
Okay.
Bizzle, E-Bizzle?
Okay, right. That doesn't surprise me. So
y'all
what
seen
in the
that
hell
old white lady here in Georgia?
Okay.
I forget her name. The little old white lady from Georgia. Trump has said, I think she was from Georgia. Trump said that he had named her husband, like say he came and voted for him and blah, 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 blah. That little old lady said, no, he didn't. He's dead. He been dead for like 15 years. She said he's lying.
Lord. Hell, it's a lawyer telling Republican voters. Yeah, I was just going to go there. A lawyer telling Republican voters to move to Georgia to help Kelly and Purdue. Yes.
You better get the hell out of here. You ain't here in time enough to register to vote. Get the hell out of here.
That hit the news, child. They got a video of him telling the folks. I thought it was a congressman too, or somebody. Yeah, he wasn't okay. But he was telling folks that they need to come and come down here and move down here to Georgia. Tell the two Republicans, come down here to Georgia because they got time to they come down here and register to get an address and register here to vote so that we can sit down here and make sure that the Republicans win the damn
This was a congressman or lawyer? Lawyer?
I thought it was a congressman too, but no, I think this was a lawyer.
Asking to be disbarred. They found his name?
I don't know yet. Hold on, it's coming. I'm going down the line on the comments. Okay.
So we
just signed off our relief bill. Fake pardon, punk ass kids. Get the fuck on, racist. Okay, exactly. Okay. They made up a county. Yeah, Helena, they made up a fucking county. Exactly. Okay. Prayers for you too, baby. Okay. Doesn't surprise me either, honey. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on.
Oh, I didn't. Leo said I ain't missed much. Okay.
Auntie, you ain't missed much. LISARAYE is mean because of her color-struck hoe of a mama. And the mama took all her issues on her daughter. The mama ran away from the SIP, went to the Big D, met Lisa's daddy, who was a pimp and a drug dealer. He pimped her out. Then she had Miss Lisa. Then daddy got shot. That's how he ended up in the wheelchair. And then one of the hoes stabbed him, which is why mama and Miss Lisa have been going at it ever since. Okay.
I saw Daniva's recap of it, and she was saying how the mom has I'm gonna tell y'all what Daniva said, and I love what she said, because we as parents sometimes we do make a lot of sacrifices for our kids.
Mm-hmm.
But when you are constantly throwing your sacrifices up in their face, you made those sacrifices because of what you did. If you sacrifice and stay with the abusive motherfucker who was whooping your ass and doing all this kind of stuff, and you said you did it because of your kids, you made that sacrifice. That child, that child is not that child's fault. That child got a good relationship with the other parent, but you mad at that motherfucker. You can't be mad at them for that.
Right.
You holding on to shit and you putting it on these kids. And then when they take that into their adulthood and then they doing the same thing to their kids, we back to them generational curses and shit again.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, come on, you can't do that. You can't do that. If you sacrifice, you sacrifice.
Trump cannot give a single reason why he should continue as president. None of this is even part of his argument. Well, chair, what you say? I need a copy of that jingle. Okay, right. Okay. I have a couple of people I need to use that for a ringtone. Okay, a ringtone. Okay. You know what? Let me download an audio of it, because I can make an audio of it, and I get that to y'all. See, whether he meant it as a joke or not, which he'll claim that it was a joke just to take the heat off of him. Some dumbasses are going to try to do that shit. Exactly.
And he take that joke shit right from Trump, because that's what Trump like to say.
Exactly.
I was being sarcastic. No, bitch, no, you wasn't.
No,
you meant everything you said, and the people who follow you know it, and that's why they do your dumb shit.
Oh, crazy.
It was just fake news. It was just fake news. Y'all don't understand it. Just fake news.
Right. Okay.
And I tell y'all that clip that I seen, and it was a bunch of kids, and this reporter person was asking kids what they thought about Trump. Y'all, I love kids. Even when they get on my motherfucking nerve, I love kids. These kids was like between 5 or 8. These kids was doing impressions of him, and they was like, he's just a bad person. Like they was, the little boy was like, little white boy too. He was like, his hands are too little. His hands are too.
Nikki. Y'all know there's a 7-year-old in this house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he came home one day. This is when school was in. And out of a 7-year-old mouth, he said, I want to kill Donald Trump.
Oh! Now, when you make a 7-year-old that damn mad.
Now, my problem is this. We wasn't even talking about Donald Trump. That was just some out of the fucking blue shit.
For real?
Right. Remember that news?
Oh, you saw that one?
I was like, what? I said, I don't even know how to address that, because you're supposed to explain to them about saying things like that, but then they were talking about him. And they were talking about him.
That should be hard when you know for real, you feel the same damn way of some of the shit they be saying. So then as a parent, you be sitting there like, well, look, that same face, that's the same red. You be like,
that's like you look at a kid in their face and say, baby, them beets is good. They taste so good. They're good for you.
Well, y'all know I like beets. Sorry, y'all know I like them. Sorry. I like beets.
I can only use them in a can, honey.
20 million people that eat beets. Beets are alive because there's still 20 million people eating them.
You know what? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me address this on the air.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Oh, shit, breaking news. What's going on?
No, what it is, it's a festivity moment. Just, the tea is boiling over. It's hot. It's piping hot. But I just want to sit down here and say this, because I don't know where this is coming from. I don't even know who the fuck this person is. But you all stinking ass, bastard ass motherfuckers, honey. Wait a minute, wait a minute, let me get a little T.S. Madison. Yo, pussy ass hoe motherfuckers. Okay.
What?
All of y'all sit down here and to randomly send out money on Cash App for folks to pay y'all or whatever. I just got a request from some child named Steven. I don't know who the fuck this is. Okay. Asking for $10. Now I had one that came in a couple weeks ago asking for 25. Okay. So
Just
stop
random
doing that old
people.
crazy ass bullshit. You don't know these motherfuckers. And I realized that y'all sit up here thinking that, okay, if somebody just, somebody would just out the kindness of their heart just pay it, not paying the goddamn attention. But your number is not registered in my phone. I don't know who the hell you are. And honey, no. So Stephen Gliss G, Steve, $ Steve Gliss, GLISSG. Whoever the fuck you are, hell no, you ain't getting my motherfucking coin.
Y'all,
You ain't
everybody
getting it.
y'all know,
And
go
I'm
to
gonna get
$
this
Steve.
shit.
What is it? Because I'm gonna send everybody I know to Steve's goddamn Cash App and have them request money from his ass. What is it? $ Steve BLISS.
Steve. Capital STEVE. Steve. Capital GLISSG. You know what? Hold on. Let me make a banner.
You gonna make a banner? Yes, make a banner. Make a banner. Y'all, cause
I'm gonna make a banner.
I'm gonna tell y'all what he said. He said,
everybody, let's request some money.
Everybody go to Steve's page and request some goddamn money. I'm about to put it up down here in my comments on Instagram. $ capital S.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting here. Okay, so I'm requesting $100.
Right.
Okay, the $ capital S.
SSG. Is it a G at the end, Meech?
GLISS with the lowercase G.
SS. So the lowercase G.
Spell that one more time. Capital what?
Okay, so whoever on my go to this Cash App and request the money. Cause this motherfucker is just requesting money from people we don't know.
SS.
Lowercase G.
Lowercase G.
Yeah, it popped up and I'm gonna go ahead and stick it right in the hole there. We're gonna confirm. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna put mine in where it says 4, and I'm gonna say peon fees. Peon.
Right. Okay.
Maybe he'll Secret Santa.
Right. And then I'm gonna put in parentheses.
It probably is time, right?
I'm gonna put bitch ass.
Okay, welcome to Pettyville. Yes, God.
Okay.
I put peon fees, and I put bitch assness fund.
And I'm the damn district attorney of Pettyville.
I'm the mayor.
For Christmas.
You the mayor. Look, Red's the sheriff. I'm the district attorney, and Meech is the mayor. Welcome to Pettyville.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Nelly's song. Welcome to Pettyville.
Okay. Pettyville. Okay, the petty tea, honey. This little petty tea, honey.
Hey,
I can't believe nobody did that though. So you just randomly asking for money?
$100 for the homeless children.
Oh, okay. How about that? Pastor. Okay. And let me go back to the comments. Interrupting my goddamn show with this old bullshit. Okay.
Yo, me so damn mad over here. He done made a banner.
Okay. Let's see. His brother tried to say he was joking, but they seriously about locking him up because it's not about vote. False residency destroys the money or potential money for those counties. Exactly.
Exactly. Remember, we just did the census. You come over here fucking up our shit.
Hello, right. Okay. Side note, send me your Cash App info into my inbox, Nikki.
Oh, shit. I'm about to send it to you right
now.
here.
The payback is real, you bitch. We about to make you famous. We about to make you, okay, how?
And you probably about to lose your job.
Up in here. Just got in from the market. Hello, beautiful people. Okay, this little piggy went to the market, honey. Come on up in here. Hey, Trace. What you know no good? That's Philly Trace right there. Okay, that's Philly Trace. But since he's going there, and but this is a wonderful segue into this. Oh, wait a minute. No. I'm gonna do this one first. Because we talking about Pettyville, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me play this for y'all before we go into LISARAYE. Let me play this. Come on.
How much was the total tax bill?
987.45.
$300,000 pennies. That shit's like 300,000 pennies. I couldn't really hear the audio. Okay, people, real quick. So this woman took 300,000 pennies to the goddamn DMV. I seen the shit say it broke the machine.
They were trying to count it. They tried to put it in the coin machine, but it broke the goddamn machine.
That's what the hell they did. They get on my damn nerves too.
12 hours to count 300,000 pennies because he owed them $2,000 some odd dollars in taxes. And because they've been fucking with him and fucking with him and fucking with him for months about this, that, and about his taxes, he was trying to get this done and get that done. So by law, they could not turn him away because they are allowed to accept pennies as currency. So he will bill $5.
As long as it's currency, honey, you got to take it.
Here, you want me to pay for this shit? Here you motherfucking go. 300,000 pennies.
No, it's 300,000 pennies, Baja.
Oh
12 hours, yes, 12 hours. Y'all, so now we need that segment. We need the segment. So I'm telling y'all right now, we gonna shoot the commercial. Welcome to Pettyville, where Meech is the mayor. I'm the DA, and Red is the sheriff.
Okay, what you said, Buck's a genius move. Exactly. Hell motherfucking yeah.
That's a well thought out petty shit right there. I thought I was petty.
I thought about doing it my damn self many times. Okay, how about that? Okay. Now wait a minute. Okay, now wait a minute, because we still in Pettyville for the moment before we get to Lisa. Now, okay, this is probably going to warrant a little bit of discussion.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept, so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a... Come on! Stop the music, please! Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? Yeah. No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it now. Don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
All right.
I couldn't get the sound on mine. Mine was like going, it was really choppy.
Okay, well, let me help you out.
Wait, let me make sure you're nice and loud for my people on Instagram to hear you, Red. Go ahead.
Let me help you out. All right. This man said that he provided a Class A restaurant place of dining for his Afro-American culture. He did it for the culture.
Yeah,
so, in order to do it for the culture, he had to eliminate those ignorant, fat, hot pocket ass people showing their wop. That's that wet ass pussy. They stopped. They didn't want him in there. They don't want them twerking. So there'll be no twerking next to the poached salmon and the doggone filet mignon.
I didn't know that's what that was. I forgot. I did read about that. Yeah. He's not with the shit.
He said
He's
next
not
to
with
the
the shit. You will not be twerking your ass in this restaurant.
There'll be no twerking next to the poached salmon, nor the filet mignon. Okay, it is going to be medium rare. So if she's bleeding and the meat is bleeding, that is just not right. You're swinging it all over the place. All right,
no,
this is a place for fine dining.
You gonna get us put off the goddamn air?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am not.
I would have put mine up there, but I'm trying to show the people on Instagram. You get in my damn nerves.
Hey, twerking is not an appetizer, nor is it a dessert. Okay, so
Now,
if I say bring me a cocktail to my table, that don't mean cock your ass over and spin it around in a circle. That means bring me a beverage. All right. Welcome to fine dining for the culture.
It was for the culture. It was for the culture.
Now listen, let me give you a little backstory on this from what I understand. Okay, from what I'm understanding happened, because I wish they had put that up in here. The story is that, you know, he created this restaurant, and there was some girls in there who were twerking and carrying on. They had stood up in the chairs and was up on the windows, okay, and they were twerking. Now from what I'm understanding, he had told them to stop like twice. Okay. But the problem that a lot of folks are having with this story is that you got a DJ in there playing music. And the music that he was playing wasn't dinner, fine dining music. Okay.
Are you playing WAP music?
That's you couldn't really hear it in the clip, but it wasn't Bach and Chopin. Okay.
You can't get mad if you playing WAP kind of music and motherfuckers start twerking now. I'm just saying.
Well, here's what he got mad at, because from what they're saying, that he went over to them and told them a couple times to cut it out, but they continued. And so then he made this grand old announcement and carried on. Now, I listened to fucking Doniva. You know, that's my sister. Doniva, listen, bitch, I need you over here so I can interview you, sister, because me and you need to talk. Okay? Yeah.
My brother say he's staying 10 toes down with the owner. It's a time and a place for everything. Listen, if it's a fine dining establishment, it don't even have to be a fine dining establishment, for real, for real.
Right.
If I'm at Big Daddy's and I'm sitting there just eating my little food, I really don't want a bunch of bitches up in my face twerking. I'm just saying.
Well, you know what? Here's where I agree with Doniva, because she said this, and I was trying to get my opinion out before I heard hers, because we oftentimes agree a lot on some things, but I'm gonna put my own little spin on it here.
Go ahead.
The whole idea of it is that for him to have to make that announcement, you know, her thoughts were, well, you just became just as ghetto as they did, because you condemned them for ghetto activity, but now you done made this whole announcement in this restaurant, and you over here with other customers and carrying on that had nothing to do with the situation. That should have been directed to them. Okay?
Yeah.
Which I got. And I agree. At the same time, here's where it is for me. I stand behind him making that motherfucking announcement, because he had to set a precedent. Because now it's like, okay, your mistake is that you got this DJ up here playing this motherfucking music. Okay, because you heard him say, cut the music, cut the music. Okay, so yeah, that's what you should have done first. Cut that goddamn music, because they responded to that music. Okay, secondly, to make an announcement like that, I would have personally went over there to them, and I would have said, okay, I've come to you umpteen times to tell you about your behavior. You are no longer welcome in this establishment at this time, honey. And when Doniva said, pick up the check and just kick them on out, I agree with that.
Okay.
Get your ass up out of here.
Okay, but let's talk about the back street.
I am, because I'm coming there.
Okay.
My whole thing is this, though. See, what ghetto children don't realize, and Haji and I were talking about this on the phone, and he brought this up too. It's sanitation.
You somewhere shaking your ass.
It's set. We are in a COVID society. Now I don't know how old that is. I'm expecting that it's relatively new. Okay.
Yeah, I think it is because everybody's talking about it. And because everybody's talking about it, I don't think that it's old. I think it's new. And I think he has to be right. You said he went over there a few times, right?
Right. Nikki, the problem is...
So apparently, he went over there respectfully a few times.
Twice.
Right.
You think, I'm just looking at one of my brother's comments, and he said he's human too. Like you taking away what I'm trying to bring.
Exactly.
And it is a time and a place for everything. You want shaky ass while you eating food? Go to Magic City. Go to any strip club. You can get some good ass food and have a motherfucker shake their ass.
But wait a minute. But see, here's the other thing to that. See, a lot of folks do not take into a consideration that, you know, you come to this place because you're trying to check it out. All right? You bitch moan and complain that we don't have nice things in the hood. We don't have nice things here. We don't. Then when you get something, you want to come up in there and trash the motherfucker and make it just as run down as everything else.
Exactly.
Now,
let me ask this. Could you imagine being at, okay, so let's say they were at table 1, all right?
Uh-huh.
So could you imagine at table 2, it's a culturally conscious couple that have been dating for a while, and they decide all they do is buy black. You know what I'm saying? So they came there for a meal, and within this meal, this man said this would be a great time for great things that we always experience for me to propose. And the minute he get ready to get on his knee, there's tossed salad next to his tossed salad.
Don't stop, get it.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know.
Red, now, to piggyback on what you're saying, Red, right? You got somebody over there, they at a nice place. It's like, oh man, we got nice stuff too. We like nice stuff too. You in the front. This is a new place. Now it's people coming in. You got your ass face down, ass up in the air in my goddamn restaurant. And now people that was about to come in, who may have had reservations or whatever, turn their asses the fuck back around like, oh shit, we ain't know that's what was happening here.
Number one, yeah. And then let's look at this as far as COVID is concerned. Because that was a relatively full bar to be all, you know, y'all packed up in there to be post, you know, in the COVID thing. I ain't seen nobody up in there, but maybe they were eating and carrying on. But I'm looking at it from that particular standpoint. If you standing up on his motherfucking tables and shit, or in his whatever, and your hands all up on the windows and shit, because he said they twerking on the windows. Bitch, you got your ass, you ain't washed the window, you ain't gonna do shit but get up in here and act a motherfucking ass fool. Okay? Then on top of it,
she done got this spread of COVID ass butt cheeks.
Catch this. Because it's a black-owned establishment, now because he cussed your bitch ass out for your improper conduct, now you gonna go say, see, this is why you can't do blacks. This is why I don't you see blacks, okay? You too serious. You being too motherfucking serious about your goddamn job.
Here we go.
There we go with that. Hey, what he say? What? Hey, fresh nemesis. All right.
My brother over here like meat facts. Look, my brother's giving you all the facts over here, meat.
Okay.
So, hey, all I'm saying is like, okay, if you're not culturally ready or responsible within the doggone when you out and about, and you know what I'm saying, because you don't know who you bumping into, you don't know who he patronizes to, you don't know what's going on. It's a new establishment.
Exactly.
You don't know what he's trying to bring. If you can't spell escargot the proper way and you think it said ass cargo, then you need to go somewhere else. All right.
No.
If you thought the salad was goddamn it a part of your body and wasn't doggone regular tomatoes and carrots and lettuce, then you need to go somewhere else.
She blinked out. Okay, but she blinked out. She blinked.
Listen, and my thing wouldn't even go fast enough, y'all. On the actual page, I put my avatar up.
If you're not culturally ready for that type of environment or that doggone whole ambiance that he is setting for culture, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to.
Listen,
I'm gonna tell you something. What about
if you don't know what sport to use, when they bring the shrimp cocktail out,
his staff and they decide to patronize a new business,
right? Now hold on.
They walk in.
He has a response to that video. Hold on. This is I have to share. I didn't want to share screens, but I have to share this one because this is from TMZ.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Y'all know I ain't watched TMZ since they fired Van.
I totally get asked about my damn restaurant.
Okay.
Okay, y'all ready?
You had music playing in there. There was a festive atmosphere. What is the, it seems like you have a particular problem with twerking. At least that's the way I read it. Tell us about that.
Well, let me explain. First of all, I don't have a particular problem with twerking. At our restaurant, you're always going to hear music because we want to make sure that it's a constant positive vibe for our guests. One of the things that we don't want, though, is we don't want guests standing up in their seats, grabbing glass and twerking on glass. For those who like twerking, we don't have a problem with it. There's lots of nightclubs people do it at. They do it in their home. But at our restaurant, we want to be mindful of that. Our restaurant is one where my mother eats at, my grandmother eats there, my sons work. We want to make sure we keep a good environment. And so I'm not here to make any indictment on people who twerk because it gives people a good time, but that's just not something that I can have in my restaurant. One of the most undervalued people in this world, or probably the most undervalued, is Black women. And I'm very mindful of how they look and how they appear. And we have so many classy and nice Black women that come to this restaurant that define what True Kitchen and Cocktails is. And the actions of the women standing on the sofa and pushing on the glass twerking is not that. And so when we talk about advancing the culture, I'm mindful of how we all look as people. And that's why I apologize for using the F word, but that's also why I'm very, very steadfast in making sure that our guests carry themselves in the right way at this restaurant.
But it does then sound like your issue is with twerking. And it's not that it somehow doesn't paint a proper picture the way you see it. And that doesn't seem to distinguish nightclubs versus your restaurant. It sounds like you don't think twerking is the proper way of presenting the culture. I mean, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, the word you used was classy.
I'm not saying it's not the proper way to present the culture when you're dancing and having a good time at a club. I'm saying it's an improper way to present our culture in my restaurant.
Bam. Now, let me get on
My brother just said, Meech, I need to tell y'all that my brother just said Harvey was trying to play him. Because if he's sitting there telling your ass, listen, I ain't got a problem with twerking. It was just like what I said. It's a time and a place for everything. You want to eat and have ass shaking your face, go to the strip club. You're more than welcome to do that there. That's not what his establishment is.
Let me tell you something about that motherfucking I'm a lawyer, goddamn Harvey, gay ass motherfucking sissy. Okay? And I can say it, goddamn it, because that one did just piss me off. And usually I like Harvey. But this little shit here, that's that goddamn TMZ shit that you sitting up there trying to bait the thing. Because that's that lawyer shit. You trying to bait him into something. He done just said in this restaurant, he done said that 3 times in this restaurant. Well, it seems like you have a problem with twerking. No, I don't have a problem with twerking.
He just said that. He already told you that.
I know I use the word motherfucking classy, but in this restaurant, we have classy women who come up in here who exude what kitchen culture, the name of this restaurant, is all about. Standing up on my seats, grabbing my windows, and twerking in the seats is not what what represents my restaurant.
Oh, and you're right. And you know what? It goes back to what I said. You got these fucked up minded young ladies,
right?
And you got these doggone young ladies of class. You got stature. You got the goddamn hood. You can't motherfucker take the hood without training and put it in the stature.
Exactly.
Because when they see a restaurant called Kitchen Cocktails, that sounds like, you know what I'm saying? If you take the kitchen off, Cocktails is a strip club.
That's probably what they thought. My brother said, would Harvey be asking that question at a 5-star Caucasian establishment?
Interesting. But you know what? Here's the part that got me. I'm not even worried about it's not necessarily Harvey, but it's his goddamn minion, the guy with the braids. Like, what's his name? Eric, whatever his goddamn name is.
What's the guy name?
Y'all trying to spin the goddamn story because he's like, well, everybody, most high-end restaurants establish themselves as classy, upscale. You know, that word is always used when you just talk about fine dining or a dining experience. So why was that a motherfucking issue? Is one of my questions. Number
You
two.
know what I got
Now,
out of what Harvey was saying? I got out of that. It's black. It ain't fine dining.
you know
So why you
what?
don't want
Now,
them twerking in
bam.
your
Can
restaurant?
we call the
That's what I
okay?
got.
We gonna call a spade a spade.
I'm just
We
saying,
gonna call
it's a black
spade a
restaurant, so
spade
why they
and
can't
a
twerk
hoe
in
a
there? That's
hoe.
what I got.
Because it's because he said, well, you had music playing, so you had like a party like atmosphere going on, and then he said you did not establish. It seemed like you have a problem with twerking and not establish yourself or establish the difference between a nightclub and a restaurant because you were playing music.
And that's
Okay.
but what's the difference?
Do they make signs?
Because it's not classical music, it's not easy jazz.
Do they make restaurant signs that says no twerking zone?
I've seen that or something, but not in a.
But not in an upscale place because you shouldn't have to put that there.
Exactly.
Is anybody twerking at Fogo de Chao?
Okay.
I ain't never seen a bitch twerk at Roof Chris.
At all.
I'm just saying. And anybody from the hood, as long as you got a little bit of money, you can eat at Roof Chris.
And everybody was going to Houston. Everybody was going to
Season 52.
They go to Houston's. Nobody twerking at
I ain't never seen nobody twerking at Houston's. In Philly, we got season 52, all white club. I ain't never seen nobody twerking there.
They don't do it at Joe Muir's. They don't do it at the motherfucking casinos at down there. They don't do it. Okay.
Exactly. So he shouldn't have to tell nobody that. And I'm gonna make sure Baja, me too, because when I go to Dallas, the only place I really love to eat when I'm in Dallas is Saltgrass. I just love Saltgrass. But I'm going there the next time I go to Dallas. I'm going. And anybody that's black in Dallas, visiting Dallas or whatever, go patronize that man's restaurant. Don't y'all let these hood ass motherfuckers make us think that that's something that we should be boycotting, because it's not.
And give an honest review of the food, because that's what it is. I'd like to support but we got to do an honest review of the food. And the ambiance. Is it what he said that it is? Because he's trying to, now mind you, he's new. So he's trying to build this experience. So there may be some things that he may have to change. That DJ, I'm sure he's probably going to have to change that. Okay, because he's getting deep on that.
But I'm gonna think about this. Okay, maybe change the DJ. But as black people, we can't. That's like saying we can't listen to hip hop music in a fine dining establishment. We can't do an all black tie and listen to hip hop music. Why not? We don't have to change and be somebody else. I don't have to listen. Me, myself, I love classical music. Y'all know I do. I use it to study with and stuff like that. But if I'm going out, classical music is not what I want to hear. And I don't want you to put on classical music so I can fake and try to be somebody else just because we dressed up.
Right.
Now, am I going to start twerking? No, I'm not going to start twerking.
Look, all that man has to do
I can't listen to what we normally listen to.
All he got to do is tell the damn DJ, 90s for lovers only, dining hours only. That's it.
Okay.
I'm with that.
Let's see. People don't realize twerking is unsanitary. You waving your baby makeup around folks' food. Dancers can't do it in a strip club. I remember working in a club and dudes used to get mad because we wouldn't let them sit at the bar or on the bar, and got the nerve to get mad because they left a booty juice stain on the bar.
You know what, Haji? You know what? I got to work with him because I have been in a strip club and I was there because we decided to eat dinner there. Because I'm gonna give them their little plug. Shout out to Pinups. They used to do a Tuesday $5 T-bone was off the chain. Okay, they do the baked potato T-bone. But here it is. We used to go there, and my thing was this: if I come sit down and I order my 2-drink minimum, and I order something to eat, no, I don't need you to bust it open. They already seasoned my steak, bitch. Can I finish?
Right. Hello. Right. Exactly.
My brother said, if you at work, you got your earbuds in and you listening to hip hop music, do you get up and start twerking at work?
How about that? Oh, how about that?
Twerking at Georgia.
My goddamn desk. Y'all know. Welcome to AIU. May I help you? Where do you need to go? Honey, I was listening to every hip hop that had that motherfucking desk. I wasn't getting up, busting it open on the motherfucking first floor.
Oh, wait a minute.
Now, if I went upstairs in the studio, it's something different.
Immediately. Princess, stop. Okay, is that a commandment? Thy harloting shall cease immediately.
Not a harlot.
Okay.
Wait,
We got a commandment, honey. That's a commandment, honey. He could have set the tone with a different selection of music. Okay, I'm sure he's going to work on that, Tracy.
Yeah.
Who wants to eat while somebody's shaking their ass? Okay,
wrong and right. I'm just saying.
I'm like, oh, wait, that. Ooh, oh, let me catch that one. Oh.
You okay over there? You all right?
Yeah, but I was going to say something that they weren't ready for. I had a whoop. Okay. It may not say
over here.
Okay. I may not say it for the culture, but I will tell you not here. Okay.
Exactly. Like, and my thing is, I just don't want people to be mad at this man for saying this is what he wants to set a tone at his restaurant. Okay, right. Just like we ain't gonna go in there and expect. We ain't gonna expect fine dining, like fine dining 4 or 5 course meal at Pinups.
Right.
But I heard the hot wings is good. Like, what the fuck? If I want hot wings,
keep the wings and the strippers separate, please.
Right.
Keep the wings and the strippers second. I do believe in having some protocol. Exactly. Okay. DJ or not, if I ask you to stop. Okay.
Right.
I don't want your funk and sweat on my entree. Freaks be gone.
Freaks be gone. Yes, Eric.
You're not going to banish them, honey. Freaks be gone. You have no power here, honey. No power of the booty here, honey. Red, behave, honey.
Well, no, he can. This wasn't open. That's what I said. Like, don't stop. Get it. Did the DJ play that? Like, did they start playing Doodle Brown? Like, what the hell happened?
Wait a minute, Red said, how'd you say, I call that the fuck your couch mentality. People feel like they have the right to disrespect the stuff you paid for money for.
Right.
Okay.
That's when you have a nice cocktail or smoking lounge, and here come ignorant motherfucking Ray and Shaniqua, and because the song is hot, they stand up on the back of your motherfucking couch in your goddamn establishment.
Exactly. That's what we keep saying, Eric. I don't think they would have done it. But you know what? Ignorant people like that, they might have. You never know.
Do that at the hotel. When I got to tell folks, they'll come sit in the lobby and then they'll kick their feet up on the tables and shit. I'm like, no.
This ain't your house.
Ow.
This ain't your house. This ain't your house. It's your motherfucking feet there.
Wait a minute. And the thing of it is, most of our rooms, honey, they're suites and they got a couch and stuff. Go upstairs.
Yeah, kick your ass up to your own room.
So you got to kick your feet out and put them on your crusty ass feet and put them on the table.
Not the crusty feet.
Crusty,
Lord.
yeah. And, extra dry. Get your ass up and take that to your room.
I should move to Charlotte.
Sure. Oh no. And okay. The menu didn't say wings and wops.
The menu did not say wings and wops. Tracy.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait. Tracy, wait a minute. You got something there. That's a restaurant.
I know that is a restaurant, right? Okay. I wouldn't want my grandmother or mother seeing tits and hips at the restaurant either.
Exactly.
Okay, right.
He said my mother eats here.
Okay, I'm not mad at the brother.
Me neither.
Harvey was trying to call division. Harvey's ass was sitting up there because he needed.
Harvey always messy because he messy as hell.
DMV shit, honey. Go get your goddamn neck done. Shit, you wrinkled ass motherfucker. Stop that bullshit. Oh, that pissed me off because I'm listening to him. I'm like, what? And then you said that. Did you see the faces he was making? Because now you trying to make sense of it. I was like, motherfucker, hold on. Listen, that's his business. Now you should have said it better. Would you do at your big mama's house? No. Have some respect and some decorum. Harvey, with his white supremacist ass, okay? And I think he got a thing for black dick, honey, but that's just a speculation. Don't quote me.
No, I'm not even gonna hold you. I swear I have not watched TMZ since they fired Van. I just haven't.
Oh yeah, they did get rid of him, didn't they? Don't call that fool Eric. His name was Charles.
Charles. Yeah, that's what it is. Y'all, Eric Charles. I love Miss Tootsie Tracy. Don't start talking about Miss Tootsie. Okay. I'm coming to South Street.
He wanted to create a fine dining experience. Nothing wrong with that. People need to learn how to control themselves. Exactly. I agree.
I
agree. I haven't been twerked at the casino.
You have? On you, Eric.
Oh, at the casino. They were trying to come in. No, they wanted to throw them damn chips at it. That's
it.
They was backing it up. Okay. Respect the man's restaurant. Okay. This is true of Texas. Everywhere in Houston, they turn every restaurant into turn-up experience. Okay. Wow.
Whenever I'm in Texas, I go to Saltgrass. Well, I guess maybe because it's a mixture of white people and black people, and it's kind of cowboy looking ish. I ain't never seen that there, and I bet you they ain't gonna have that bullshit either.
What the child says? Some of those white boutique stores play hip hop music, and the songs be about dope, drugs, and robbing. If I fear the music and rob the store, can I blame the music?
Yup, that's what the white kids do. Yup, they want to say the music made me do it.
This is a no.
This is a no cupcake.
We go on trollops. Okay. Who raised these people? That's a good question, honey. Okay. Themselves. He said what he said. How about that?
Exactly.
Okay. Those are the same people who will come to your house and mess up your furniture and act like you're a problem. You know what?
Oh, and you ain't coming in here messing up shit of mine. You gonna get right the fuck out the door.
Listen, and okay. And there you have it. Okay.
You better act like it was back in the day when your grandma still had that plastic on the motherfucking furniture, bitch. If you don't sit down somewhere.
Okay, before I sit you down.
Okay.
Okay, now here, let's go here. Watch this, y'all. If you've not seen it already, this is the trailer for it.
She knew her daddy was a damn hoe.
What do I do about it now, Mom? Can I buy you?
You ain't got enough damn money to buy me.
LISARAYE, your child is broken. Do you have any idea how that happened?
No. My mom just makes me feel like that's what I don't want to be.
They're looking at a bitter, unhappy woman who thinks she's entitled to something.
I don't like that we have this many problems.
You ain't willing to fall, life will tear you down.
IYANLA Fix My Life, Saturday, 9/8 Central.
All right.
I'm gonna watch it. I ain't watched it yet, but I'm gonna watch it.
Let's get into it. Okay.
Well, because I grew up with it, I guess I'll watch it.
Daryl, who we talking about? He said the chick is damaged goods. Who, the mom or Lisa? She is bitter. Yeah, that's what everybody was talking about. She bitter. No, she gave her life up. But wait a minute, she was the dad. She was one. Was she the bottom bitch? I'm just asking. I'm not even trying to be smart. I'm just asking.
Here's what it was. She was a woman from the South.
Yeah, she came from Mississippi, right? They came from Mississippi, right? Okay.
Who had no education, found a man, honey, who showed her the world and promised her this, and this. She's the middle child.
Word, baby. Just follow what I say, baby.
Okay. She's the middle child or somewhere because she's number 7 of 13.
Okay, I heard that.
Okay. And so what? She found a way out. The man took her and carrying on, boom, and introduced her to a lifestyle, had a baby, boom. Okay.
And she had to maintain that lifestyle, huh?
The whole thing of it is that she then had to learn the business. Okay. Because when he got this and he got that and all the problems that they were going through, she then had to learn the business to keep the lifestyle together. Now, what came out in this particular session is that LISARAYE, you know, and I've heard her say this before about her father was everything now. Daddy was everything, you know, blah, 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 blah.
Her and Brett say the same thing, like they love their dad.
Okay, but here's the thing. Daddy, being the manipulator that he is or was, made LISARAYE his wife. She had wife duties and responsibilities without fucking her. And so that made the mama jealous.
He made LISARAYE be
That made the mama jealous. So now, and then this will come out in the show, because now the mama is responding to her daughter like she was with the other women.
Yes.
Because LISARAYE was another woman. Okay. Now it comes
and she
here.
ain't the only woman.
No, she wasn't.
Let's be clear, she ain't the only woman who sometimes look at their daughters like that.
Well, yeah,
that's a curse we need to break, women. That's a curse we need to break. Your daughters is not the competition, honey.
Go to Precious. That's what the movie Precious was about.
Yep, that's what about.
Okay, in the ghetto, you got this ghetto ass bitch who did not know how to raise her child or thought her child was everything till she got a man. Okay, and everything was fine until the man started showing attention to the daughter and not her. Now she jealous of her daughter. The man left, and now you got your daughter taking care of all of your needs and carrying on and treating her with all the horribleness. Okay, because now in the spiritual realm, we call it generational curses.
Right.
In regular realm, we call it pathology. It's the pattern.
Yep.
Mama done sat down here and done got into this particular relationship, and she don't feel loved, she don't feel respected, she don't feel this. Then she passed that down to the daughter. LISARAYE is learning all this from her because now, if you listen to them.
Lisa doing it to her daughter.
Wait a minute, right? Lisa doing it to her daughter because she feel her daughter lazy, don't want to do this, don't want to. I'm taking care of her. I'm doing all this for her, and she ain't got no
raise her like that. You can't. That's another thing about these parents in Hollywood. You can't raise them kids to have no responsibilities, and then when they get grown, and then you want to just throw them out there and expect them to know. It's not like that. Y'all know in a regular home, most regular black homes, we learn responsibilities real early.
Right.
A lot of us start working when we early. You know, my kids start working. I never told them they had to get jobs, but they saw me working hard all the time, and when they was able to get their working papers, they wanted to go to work. I taught them, I buy you what you need, you buy what you want.
Right.
When you do that, you can't be mad at them. Some of that shit is on you too. And yeah, you might have did it thinking, I'm going to be different raising my daughter than the mean shit that my mom did to me. But now your daughter getting on your motherfucking nerves because you got to raise her and the grandbaby. Why one of my Daryl, I'm gonna whoop your ass. He gonna say LISARAYE shouldn't Diamond shouldn't have stopped dancing for dollar bill.
Wait a minute. IYANLA getting tired of that shit dressed like Dr. Umar. No, here's what it was. She said in there she went to go change clothes because she said, listen, because LISARAYE high profile, and she said this can turn left real quick because I see the energy up in here. She said, so I have to
Lisa pop up real fast.
I have to come out of this as the host of a TV show and come in as an elder and as a priestess because you know she's a reverend. So she said I had to come in and I had to change clothes so that I could still set the tone here. Okay, because had I, being the host of a show, y'all do TV. This is what you do. You're TV. You're an actor. This is the business. No, we're here for healing, and I had to come into that. So that's what the God was for. But here's where I want to
break it down for us, Meech. You know he right out the shot. He know Lee. Lisa let the shot come out her ass, and all motherfuckers, she don't give a fuck. She was live on her show.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm saying be honest with you. When we was teenagers growing up, she was the same way. You know,
you could tell. You could tell she's been like that. She was live on her own show on her sister. When her sister got on, they surprised her with Brett to tell her happy birthday. And instead of Lisa ass being happy, she was crying, but she was crying and she was mad because she said she found out that Brett's relationship on Instagram like everybody else. And Brett said, because you just so judgmental.
Hold
and
up.
She snapped on live. She snapped.
I'm glad you went there because see, this is where I wanted to take this conversation. Because it's one thing that we got a glimpse into the breakdown of that particular family. But what I wanted to challenge everybody is that when we look at patterns and pathologies, when you look at this particular story, honey, it is, I think this is probably the best example of pathology and patterns because you see it. IYANLA herself said, damn, it took me 5 hours to realize that I'm talking to the same person because y'all are one. Y'all are the same person.
Okay? I saw that on the clip.
So in understanding that, and when she said that was huge because what you hear is you hear the exact same thing. When you're talking about her going off on Brad, when you see this episode, honey, you understand what I'm finna get ready to say because she sounded just like her goddamn mama. The way her mama just offed out on her, bitch, wait a minute. How dare you? Because her mama sit up there and say, it seemed like now that you done became Hollywood and shit, you done threw me to the side. You know, I was the one that was there for you. I was the one that had to struggle. I had to do this and I do that. Now that you done got some little name and got a little coin or whatever, now you done push me to the side because you don't need me no more. But what about me? That's that precious shit. What about me?
I was going to say, now, mama, she had a name and some coins for a long time. So, baby, you still holding on to some shit you needed to let go a long time ago, too.
But the whole thing of it is that she has not been able to process that. She has not been able to process the fact that the decisions that she made got her in a place that she didn't want, and she just had to roll with the punches.
Right.
And I wondered that with all of us, when we look at our lives, I know part of what I go through as far as having folks live with me and being able to be the Captain Save a Hoe, Captain Save a harlot, a slut, a hooker, okay? I know I get that directly from Essie Lorraine because that's all I watch. I watch my mama do that. I have not had lived in a house where I have, it's only been me. I have yet to have a place that I've lived where it's just me. It's just me. Even when I lived in New York and I had a single room occupancy. I had a single room occupancy and I allowed the guy who I moved to New York with, we were trying to, it was his production company and we went to go take the company to New York to be New York actors and all that. The rules were we couldn't have overnight guests because it was a single room occupancy. It was built like an apartment building, but it was all single rooms. It was community baths or whatever. And I let Delta come and stay the night with me. Yeah, I let them come and stay. Just got out the goddamn shelter. I was homeless in New York. Got out the shelter and moved in here.
And if y'all want to know that story, we will put the link in the thing for y'all because Meech told the story on my the Faces of Homelessness.
And because he told me he was on hard times or whatever, and I was secure, we supposed to be doing this for the culture, okay, of being actors and things, that this is part of the struggle. I snuck him in and let him stay overnight. Well, the building super was fucking one of the guys downstairs. And so that old crazy ass hoe, yeah, I said it, that crazy ass bitch sat down there and she ratted us out because now I was there and then Sonia, because Sonia went there first. So she was part of the crew tour. She stayed upstairs. And so because she was the only woman in the complex, they thought it was her. Okay. And carry it on. And Delta, of course, Delta knew both of us because we in the same company. So it became a thing. And so I ended up having to downplay that or whatever. And we got out of there. But I ran the risk of being homeless again, trying to help him. So even in that particular instance, I have not had a single apartment. And I've only lived in apartments. I haven't had my own house yet. No, that's not true. It was a 2-bedroom. I mean a duplex. But I have not lived by myself. Okay, for long periods. I think the longest that I've stayed anywhere by myself with nobody living with me has probably been maybe about a year and a half. I'm 50 years old.
Listen, y'all know my kids, I was the kind of mom who felt like I don't know what other people's parents are doing.
Right.
So they can come here. And I don't know how many times motherfuckers coming wound up with at least one of them needing to stay.
Right.
So when we got down here, like when we came back and it was just me and Cole.
Right.
And every time, and because she grew up with me being that for them and their friends, here we come with the mom. But I said, listen, let me tell you something. It's not that my feelings and my heart have changed to want to help people, but I'm tired.
I'm tired. Exactly.
I'm tired.
And
when shit happened with us and we would need somewhere to go, who you looking to? The people I can look to is these 3-4 people that's on my Instagram live right now, but they 900 miles away.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You want to help people we don't even know. When we was in that situation, paying all this money to stay here, stay there, nobody that you want to try to help can help us. When y'all was kids, helping other kids was something different. You come to me, they tell me this little boy being abused. His mom and them don't give a fuck about him. They don't know if he home or if he ain't at home. Cole showed me some little boy that they said that they told me that and that I let stay with us. I fed him all the time. And I swear to you, I don't even remember this boy's face.
Okay.
That's how much I used to do.
And it becomes that. But here's the thing, because we went that particular route to talk about patterns and understanding pathologies and things, or I don't like the generational curses. I'm graduating out of that.
Inclination. It's the incline of doggone negative patterns.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And when we get into that, this is how we perpetuate and how it continues to move on, because we don't do the healing of it. We don't see what the disconnect is. Okay. A lot of times in us trying to figure it out, sometimes some things are just so embedded in us to where we have to now try to find a better way to do it. I had said when I moved down here to Atlanta that I wasn't going to get caught up in my Detroit ways, right? I wasn't going to get caught up. I wasn't going to get caught up because I got a new start, and it started off that way. But then I had, my heart got a little that way, and folks needed here, needed help there, and it started off real cute. But then when it got cute, but then it became work. Because see, the thing of it is that when you working harder than the people that you're helping, something ain't right
at all.
Because that means you have absorbed all of their responsibility. You have absorbed all of their work. You have absorbed all of their shit, which is why I'm an emotional eater and I'm gaining weight and this, that, and other, because it ain't mine. I'm taking on other folks' shit, But we do that, and everybody has a pattern. When you look at your pattern, you can always find where the root is, where it comes from. And we always say, oh, it's something that happened in your childhood. Well, yeah, it's easy to go back to childhood because a lot of times that's where shit take root. You start to learn shit there, and then it becomes your lifestyle as well. Because either it's been fortified by the behaviors being reoccurring, you know, and you know, been inundated in it, you know, saturated, you know, marinated in all of this. Look, we tell that about kids. You know, if you got a mouth like a sailor, Mr. Man, hey sailor.
Who got a mouth like a sailor? Put that comment up. Look.
If you got a mouth like a sailor that you around kids all the damn time, well, you can't get mad because the kids start cussing, and that's all they know. It's like and then what I can't stand, because we seen that. Remember back when Facebook first became big, and you had all these damn kids cussing. Bitch, you better give me my motherfucking shit. 5 or 6 years old cussing folk out like that, and then the damn mammies and shit thought that was cute, laughing and shit.
Yeah, that's the shit right there. Because I was about to say, because I don't know if Miss Essie cussed, but my mom cussed like a sailor. And y'all know I cuss. I know my kids cuss. My kids don't cuss in front of me, and I try my best not to cuss. Like, even when I'm talking to my mom, Keisha was here last week, and I'm talking to my mom on the phone, and I was cussing because I was talking to them. But I'm like, sorry, Mom. And she was like, But Keisha was like, But they cuss like sailors, but I'm not cussing in front of them. My kids are grown. They're not cussing in front of me. When they do, they apologize really quickly. Now, if they mad and they trying to tell me something, I'll let them say what the hell they need to say, because I know they need to get it off their chest.
Because they got to get it off. Right.
But when you got these moms out here encouraging it, and you thinking that's cute at 3 and 4, go to hell. Fuck you.
Right. And right. And then they get confused because you pop in the mouth. But you don't need that kind of
really
language
got
around
popped in the mouth for saying somebody was lying. Remember, you better not say you're lying. Pop the bullshit out of it.
The grown-up word. How do you do not use
grown-up word? Got popped right in the mouth, pluck shit out of it.
Grown-up word, honey. You do not use that word until you grown, honey. You understand me?
Exactly.
Now here's the thing, because see, again, utilizing LISARAYE, and then I don't know if y'all saw LUENELL, because LUENELL was on the week before.
I love LUENELL.
She and her daughter, you know, and carrying on.
I felt like LUENELL got it.
Yeah.
I felt like she really received it.
I
don't always feel like that when I watch that show.
But
I feel like LUENELL received it. I hope I read that right.
Well, oftentimes, you know, what we see in an hour takes them like 4 or 5 days to shoot. We get an edited down version of it. Okay.
Look, we know y'all might not know, but we know.
Okay, well, and LISARAYE was saying that. She said, "Oh no, before we got started with this," she said, "Oh please, there was a whole prepping session. We had to do questionnaires and we had to read these books and we had to do this and we had to do that prior to coming in there to record, you know." So
I think Iyanla spoke about that before. It wasn't about LISARAYE, but she spoke about it before on she needs to know that they're ready to receive certain things. She said, now, even though everybody won't receive it the way that she wants them to, she needs to know that they're ready. Like when they said, why did you, when Gary asked her about why she ain't do R. Kelly. And she said, because he wasn't ready. He wanted me to come to him. He wanted to tell me how he was going to do my show.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay.
I think that's where the questionnaire things and stuff come in, because they need to know where you at.
Right. Okay. And so when we get into these particular things, particularly when we see stuff like that on television, and then we come and examine our own lives. I like watching Iyanla because I like some of the tools that she uses and some of those modules that she uses to get folks to understand what it is that they're doing. And that's the training that I want. I want that training. Intense teaching tools. Because I have a couple of my own that I like to use. But
she says it all, Meech. When she tell people, her famous thing is, you got to do the work. So are you ready to do the work? It sounds so simple, but that's a lot.
Well, and see, when on Queens and Cocktails, Iyanla came on just this recently to talk about with LISARAYE being on the show and carrying on, and she said the fix is that you come to me And she said, I am here to interrupt the pattern, okay, and show you a different way of doing it, and then providing you the tools to do it. The work is yours. The fix is, now you have to leave here. You got to do the rest of the work.
Because I provided you with the tools and let you see what you needed to do.
What you need
now
to do.
it's your turn to put it in the place.
The beauty that it was, the very first episode of IYANLA was with the what's the thing name from the hip hop show? I think she's from Love and Hip Hop. I can't Shay, I think that's her name. Anyway,
this season.
Yeah.
It was
she came up and I love the fact that there was a distorted mirror. Okay. And so IYANLA had all these different sticky notes on the mirror. She said, okay, strike your most powerful pose. Describe what you see. When you look in this mirror, what do you see? Well, it's a distorted mirror. And they said, well, I see a strong Black woman and blah, 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 blah. And when she got through talking with her, she said, well, that was a distorted mirror. And you pressed past what was there to say what you wanted to make. You're going to make it be what it is.
You wanted to make it be what you wanted to be.
Okay. And I was like, oh, that is fucking beautiful. But I had picked that up right away about that. And so the tools and carrying on that she uses are wonderful. And so in order to bring this back to us, how is it or what is it that you find yourself doing when you see that you are embedded in a pattern? How did you interrupt it to change yourself? We were talking about that the other day about reinventing yourself. What does it mean to reinvent yourself? But when you know that
you gotta be aware of the shit that you do and know that it's wrong, because not everybody knows what they're doing is wrong or is a flaw or something that needs to be changed. You know, it might be somebody who just, you know how you be around certain people who just ain't never checked you on shit. They just let it slide.
Right.
So it's like a little kid. You keep letting them do bad shit. You let the little kids cuss, right? 3, 4, 5. You let them cuss. They don't know that cussing is wrong because you let them think it's okay.
Until they cuss your ass.
Yeah, when they cuss you out, then it's a problem.
Now all of a sudden you about ready to blow the fuck up and shit. Because it was cute.
Exactly. So the first thing is knowing what the hell it is. Remember we was talking about that before. Me, how many times I said we got to look in the mirror and deal with your shit. Bitches, you ready to look in the mirror and say, hey, you know that's kind of fucked up and you need to stop it. You know what I'm saying? You have to acknowledge the problem. Remember what G.I. Joe used to say, y'all, when we was kids? Knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is half the battle, honey. And see, now here's the other thing too that I want to get on about this, because I think oftentimes we have this thing, particularly in the Black community, and I think it's across the board, but I'm gonna stick with us because this is what I know. We have this thing with us to where it is supposed to be okay for mothers and daughters to be bitching at each other. Okay. We allow that. We allow that. Okay. Mothers and daughters, you know, in the Black community, at some point we have allowed that to be a thing. Not to where they cuss each other out, but that whole mama this, mama, I'm a grown woman kind of thing, and this, that, and the other. We have allowed that to be some kind of, I won't say a rite of passage, but when a woman becomes grown and she wants to assert herself, you know, we have allowed for this battle royale to exist. More so during the time when the kids are in their teens. Their teens and 20s, if they don't make the resolve before the child move out the house, then it becomes this battle, this war, this whatever. Okay. Until they get and they sit down and hash it out and thug it out. And you know, we're gonna thug this out, honey. Okay.
I can honestly say that I've been fortunate when it comes, especially when it comes to the girls. I've really been fortunate when it came to them with that mother-daughter thing. That now, like I said, I think like sometimes me and Cole kind of go at it in here, but we don't go at it like mom and daughter go at it. Because like I like to tell people, she don't live with me. We chose to get this house together.
Right.
So we pay bills together. And sometimes I do gotta check her and be like, hey, you can't say you grown and then we'll act like a baby too. You got to choose.
Right.
You gotta choose one.
Right.
But as far as that, like that bickering back and forth with them as teenagers, that was one thing that I was so afraid of, but it didn't happen.
But see, here's something that you had on your side too. What you had on your side, honey, is that y'all were traveling, so you didn't have time to necessarily get rooted in something, you know, because it was an up and move or restation and this, that, and the other until y'all got a little bit more stable. You know, so because the household was always in transition, it was everything was starting over again, and so it gave y'all time to have a breather, have a this. Mama, I don't understand, and you didn't understand too. So it wasn't like you were stuck in your ways and you're gonna do it like this because I said so, kind of shit, you know.
And y'all know too, I said I was always.
Wait a minute, when you're dealing with military and moving around, when you're dealing with that right there, you always have it's almost a blessing and a curse.
Right.
You always have the time to fresh and refresh because everything is about new beginnings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like and new beginnings are usually the best thing, you know what I'm saying? Because we all learn at the same time, whether we dog on the child or the mother or the father. You know what I'm saying? So
my brother just said because Keisha and Cole are different type of girls. Like everybody that meets them say that. And then I think it was too because I was always heavily involved. Okay. You know what I mean? I was always involved. I'm not saying my kids didn't get away with shit. They got away with shit. Like it's shit that they telling me now that they did when I would be at work. And I'm like, I should whoop y'all asses right now. But it wasn't never like
it make you a positive influence as a parent because you was able to be hands-on.
Yeah. You know, like even when they got into entertainment, this was one thing, like me and my brother would make sure I always remember telling them when the day that this is not fun anymore, we stop. I remember, but I had also told them when you make a commitment, you have to own up to your commitment, right? It's going to be days when you don't feel like doing this, but we committed to it. So you got to do it. Right. And I don't think at the time I explained it the way I meant it because we did a show one time in Jersey and it took, shout out to Lady B, famous hip hop DJ from Philly. She noted I was looking and I thought something was wrong, but she said it first. And she said, your daughter don't look how she normally look on stage. Y'all see, Keisha Cole crazy, they funny, but they lay back and stuff. When they hit the stage, it's something totally different. They are so explosive. And Keisha was not that person that day. And when she got off the stage, I asked her, what's wrong? She said, I got a migraine. I said, why wouldn't you tell me that way before? I could have went and made sure you were okay. She said, because Mom, you said if we made a commitment, we got to stick to it. I said, I didn't mean for you to kill your damn self.
But not only that, hold on. You got to remember, and I learned this lesson, you know, sometimes people on the outside looking in can tell you something, and at that moment, you doggone learn that lesson. The light goes off about what you just went through.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
At that moment, not only you should, I understand the maternal instinct, but you should have doggone praised her because at that moment, she solidified herself as a true entertainer.
No, I did. I told her, but what I wanted her to know too was, I ain't Joe Jackson. I don't want you to kill yourself. I did praise her for that. I said, thank you for remembering. That's what I said. But we didn't have to do it like this. You could have told me earlier when your head first started hurting, we would have tried to figure it out. But no, I made sure she knew she was cool because in my heart, I was like, whoa, my baby listened to me. I said, you made a commitment, you got to stick to it. That's what she did.
Nikki, I never called myself or labeled myself. I always was a promoter and a host and you know what I'm saying? And I was into producing shows and things like that, but I never called myself a comedian until somebody I know that done bought a home and done actually that's how they eat every day. Married, comedian. So that true comedian looked me in my face and told me, you popped your cherry tonight. You just solidified yourself as a true comedian because they saw me going from hell on the phone, yelling to the top of my motherfucking lungs, arguing with somebody within the same 60 seconds that they said coming to the stage. Big Red, and he got them. He said, bro, get out there. I hung the phone up, hit the stage, shut that motherfucker down. And when I came off that motherfucker, he said he kept looking out the goddamn curtain, was like, is that Red? Red killing it. Right? And I came back and he said, yo, he said, I just heard you going through hell and all the drama in the world. He said, and you went out there and it was like you never had that fucking phone call. He said, today you have solidified yourself as a true comedian. And that meant so much to me because I know what that man has done and what he has done in his life as far as raising whole families and everything with comedy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So my brother just said, he said, and you were a good balance between being friendly, not being their friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a problem.
Okay, let's go to some of these comments over here.
Big problem.
Yeah. And Meech, you ain't got no sense. I just saw what you put in the damn thing. Stay home.
The mama used to sell drugs and pimp people out too. Yeah, she had to learn the business. Yeah. She passed down toxic cycles to her children, from what I understand. Exactly. Yeah. Dad inserted divide and conquer, of course.
Yeah. Because he probably knew that too. The dad probably knew what the fuck he was doing.
He was a pimp, honey. He knew his bitches.
Yeah. I was about to say manipulation, baby. If you don't know that, baby, you ain't no pimp. If you can't manipulate.
Honey, listen, the question becomes, are you mad that he manipulated them, or are you mad that she knew she was being manipulated and stayed? Because that's
I said that mama got to take some responsibility.
That's what she got to sit down there. And it came out because IYANLA says, she asked her, did you stay because of the money? And she gave them yes or no cards because she wouldn't let them tell the story. I don't want to hear your story. Yes or no. Did you stay because of the money? And the mama had to sit there and put that yes card up. It took her a minute, but she had to put it up because that's what the truth was.
Well, let me ask Red a question from being from the Shy. You probably know a little bit more to be able to answer this. So the relationship between Lisa's mom and Brat's mom, was that a different type of relationship?
This is what I gathered from that. When I was growing up and I did see them, because it was a lady named Helen Hooten, right? And when you see them in the same area, it was because one was spending time with the other one. You know what I'm saying? Right. It wasn't like a united effort, a blended family thing.
Yeah, so I got that part. But because I'm trying to figure out, like, was he like loving Brat's mom, but Lisa's mom was like, or was it the same, or was he just a Rolling Stone?
I would love to know that, because see, there was something that came out.
You gotta remember how young I was at that point. I wasn't gonna be able to recognize who loving who.
Where the mama sat up there and said she hold resentment to LISARAYE because she said you went to go stay with his hoe and knew that was his hoe.
But here's the problem.
I don't know which one.
Hold on. This is the thing right here. You know how when I think I told Meech this, like LISARAYE when the older part we was doing the house parties and stuff, that she was the flyer girl, like the sexy girl on the flyer. That's what she was. She was getting paid to be on the flyers and stuff. Now, here's the thing. I never came across this issue because I wasn't no friend of hers. I never claimed to be no friend of hers, nothing like that. But we all, you're saying the same people when you're doing the same shit.
Right.
So but everybody that I talked to when I finally got off deep into the doggone circle of things, she was hard to work with then.
Well, she said she liked to fight. She said, and it's been like that from the beginning. But she said, if somebody was messing with Brad or something like that, she rolling up, she ready to fight. She don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah. It's about that life.
Yeah. She definitely said.
When you out in the streets and then you doing the music and you doing that house stuff and all the parties and stuff, and you in that circle of life down there, whether it's all the way from Sewer Park all the way back over to 7th 79th and Hosted, you know what I'm saying? Or if you off 83rd and Ashland, with all the doggone hot clubs and all stuff, and if you're down on Michigan Avenue, all that shit. If you in that big circle right there and you hitting all the stuff, Hotel Continental, all that mess, Ascot, all that, when you hitting them stuff, you tend to know all the same people that's controlling and doing stuff. So you hear the stories and the gossip about who doing what or whatever.
Right,
you know what
right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you end up talking, man. I've been in situations where I'm talking to females and I'm thinking these females are all about it. And, you know what I'm saying? And next thing you know is they belong to some famous DJ. They just some cheating whores. And I'm like, oh Lord, you got me in the middle of some shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't never know.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? To go to a party in the projects and Jermaine and the Brat are the ones throwing it. Blue light in the basement type shit.
Yeah.
Right.
It seems like, well, you know, with all the colorism and stuff that we face, right? With all the colorism and things that we face and the way they face it in Hollywood and stuff like that, we know since Players Club, LISARAYE has what, if Hollywood wants to put a black person in something, before we had like Tyler and them being all big and whatnot, LISARAYE would be what their go-to would be, right? So my thing would always be, damn, it seemed like she would have did more. She would have did more. And then when you see her do interviews and stuff, and let me tell you something, because I fucks with LISARAYE, because I feel like, yeah, I punch bitch in the mouth too, Lisa. I'm with it. But it seemed like maybe from what the latter things that we see about her and the way she gives her interviews and stuff like that, is that what has stopped you from being where you should be? Like right now, as a black female, you should be right up there next to Will Smith.
And I've always felt that way.
You've been in it.
I've always felt that way because that's one of the first women from the dirt, or should I say, we call it from the dirt, but from the shy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's one of the first black women from there that I always thought was beautiful as a teenager. But when I saw her successfulness and how she was going the ladder, I put her in the sister mode. And I felt, okay, that's my sister. You know, if I ever was even encountering her, it wasn't nothing intimate involved in my mind. It was all about just happy to doggone, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out why Lisa ain't been in a motherfucking Marvel or DC movie, and she needed to be a black superhero. Halle Berry okay as Storm or whatever, but why the fuck wasn't LISARAYE?
I pick her over Halle for Storm.
That's what I just said.
Okay.
She okay, but
let me do this because let me get these comments. Okay, reinventing is a hobby for me these days, but yeah, whatever flaws I'm aware of and whatever I take accountability for is part of the change that leads to reinvention. Right. Plus, upgrading the wardrobe and taking better care of myself is part of it too. Okay, Tyler's talking bitch, and people think it's okay, ain't cute. No, it ain't cute.
Not at all.
Okay. If I had kids, which I don't at the moment, bitch come out of my kid's mouth, I pop them right in that mouth. Hello? Exactly. In our culture, we love our sons, but raise our daughters. Oh, that's big, Hodge. That's big. That's real big.
You know what? I have to clap for Hodge because
that's something deep, and people need to hear that. They better post that.
Yeah.
Think about it.
That's because she wanted to be her daddy and not her true self. Ooh. That's my nephew right there. That's my nephew.
Keenan. Come on.
Yeah, that's because she wanted to be her daddy and not her true self. Now you know what? Let's break that down. Let's break that down, nephew. Because see, here's the thing. Is it that she wanted to be her daddy? Or did she wanted to keep her daddy's continue to be the apple of her daddy's eye? Because oftentimes in that, seeing the power, because she said my father was always the one encouraging me. Any little dream I had, whatever I wanted to do, he was the one to encourage me. Okay, he was the one to push it forward. He was the one to make it happen. So was that? You know, when I was a kid, because my parents fought like cats and dogs, I knew my good grades helped keep the calm. So as long as I brought home a good report card or whatever, and I could show how smart I was, how intelligent I was, it gave my father something to hold his chest out about. Okay. Oh, my son, my son. And it also took away from the gay thing because this was well before I was in touch with who I am. But I walk like my mama. So, you know, that used to upset my daddy. And the fact that my mother, I'm the firstborn, so she had me cleaning up. I had to wash dishes. I had to vacuum the floor and those kind of things. And my father believed that that was women's work. And he used to always say that she was turning me into a sissy. Okay. So as long as I was bringing home good grades and I showed that I was smart at this, that, and the other, and I could keep them laughing, and you know, I was up on the latest dances. I was always entertaining. So, you know, Daddy used to always like to have me dance. Mama, you know, she always wanted me to do the little dance or whatever the latest dance was, or whatever the case may be. I was constantly singing. So I was doing, you know, it was always that. So as long as I can give them something to be proud of and to boast about, it kept the calm. Because oftentimes I always thought that they were fighting over me because I wasn't what my daddy wanted me to be. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, don't you do it, bitch. Oh.
Wait, I'm over here trying to unmute myself. I'm like, bitch.
Oh. Yeah, that's
you better
cute.
Come on
That's cute.
with a profound thought.
That's cute. Because I was never what my father, I guess what he envisioned for his firstborn son. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. And oftentimes when they would fight, my mother used to always tell me it had nothing to do with me. But I felt that she was saying that to try to ease my nerve because it always sounded like every time they would get into arguments about me, he always said, you turning him into a little sissy. I ain't got no punks. I don't raise no punks. And he was always there. And so I did what I did to make sure that, you know, I kept the peace and was trying to keep him proud of me and this, that, and the other. So a lot of that, you know, in my case, I wasn't trying to be my daddy. So I'm using my story to look at LISARAYE because I'm like, okay, here he was. He had the money. He had the you know, the high class lifestyle. They didn't have no wants for money and this, that, and the other. So now you have all that. He's supporting all of your dreams and every little thing. Then you got your mama sitting up here hollering about what he ain't doing. He got all these other bitches and this, that, and the other, you know, trying to keep the money coming in. And, oh, we can't do that because we got to, you know, whatever her mentality was to keep her household together because he wasn't there. He was, so he may have done for his house, but the dick was over there and the checkbook was over there. He just dropped off a couple dollars over here, but the checkbook was over there. See? So it's very interesting. But I like that she wanted to be her daddy and not her true self. And then when he died, she had to come into her true self.
Now, when I was trying to ask about,
which is why she's so hell bent to make sure everybody call her LISARAYE, because you know Ray is part of his name. So this is why, right? LISARAYE. No, don't call her Lisa. It's LISARAYE.
Yes. When I was asking about the thing with her
her daddy's name was David Ray.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, is she so hardened in her soul? Like, because you know how sometimes, even though it's what you're growing up in over here,
right,
but also what you may be seeing over there is a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, over there, you know how, like when I hear Brad talk, she always talk about how, you know, her family was very loving, like her mom, her grandmom, and all of them. They were very, very loving. Like, even though people in the industry know that Brad was, you know, bisexual or whatever for years, she said it wasn't that it was a secret. It was just out of respect for her grandmothers, who she didn't feel like, both her grandmothers, who she didn't feel like handle it. She didn't feel like she wanted to hurt them. So although it wasn't a secret, she just never said it out loud. And now that both of them have passed, that's why she's out in the open with her relationship that she has now.
Right,
so I'm trying to figure out, like, did you know, Brad's loving home also add to Lisa's because it's like she's very overprotective of her.
Yeah.
But sometimes she acts like a little bit of resentment too. You can't
Well,
tell.
a
I
lot
can't
of
tell
that.
if it's overpowering being big sister, or was it some shit that you was looking at side eye too? Because you didn't have Brett ain't have to take on those responsibilities that Lisa had to take on over at her house.
Right. Exactly. I mean, Tracy, what you say? That's powerful, Meech. I think it's more common than we think. A baby. Listen, you're talking about a race of people, honey, and I'm only talking from the African American, Black, ADOS, whatever name we call ourselves this week. I'm talking from our experience. Okay. Whatever we're gonna call ourselves today. I'm talking from that experience because we are still from residuals of what we've been taught, what's been handed down to us, as far as internalizing fear, internalizing anger, internalizing hurt, and then having to make sure that we don't sit down there and show the world. How many times when you got a spanking or you got your ass beat by your mama or your daddy, they done just whooped your ass, then they tell you to shut the fuck up. You better shut up before I give you something to cry for.
Do you want something to cry for?
Do you want something to cry for?
You just whoop somebody's ass. I think they already got it.
I'm not supposed to let you know that I'm in pain. You just beat my ass. And I'm not supposed to emote that. Okay. Right. Okay. And that all of that is involuntary. The body's gonna do that anyway. That's involuntary. I have no choice in that. Okay. Now I do have a choice in that.
After you just whoop somebody's ass. And we all inherit that. We all inherit that because I done did it to my damn kids too.
Yeah. And then of course now we as male children, males will sit up there, suck it up, man up. That didn't hurt. You don't tell me what the fuck hurt and what didn't hurt, damn it. This is my leg. This is my arm. This is my finger.
Me.
Okay, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, me.
Well,
are you mad or upset? Where'd he go, Nikki?
I'm not with you.
No, Nick just came back. I know I said I was gonna be on here long tonight, but the shit been so good that Keisha, Uncle Baja, Maria, Uncle Daryl, everybody was on my IG live till about right now. I just told them I was gonna sign off.
Yeah, I am not. Wait a minute, how do you say? I think LISARAYE probably wanted someone to fight for her the way she fought for Brat. Big old hearts. Oh, hearts. That's oh.
Hey.
Oh, yo, that's so deep, yup.
Ooh.
That's real.
Now let's go there.
Real.
Wait a minute, let me come back on here. I need y'all to see my face. Because now, let's take that and let's apply that to, let's take the celebrity out of it.
Hey, tell my nephew we on the air.
Right, hold on.
First of all, don't do that.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm mute.
Oh, man, okay. What you say she like pie?
Tell my nephew we on the air.
Whatever. Anywho, let's take that and let's look at that, because oftentimes, again, going back to the pathology of things, because the mama didn't feel like anybody took up for her, because her husband didn't.
Felt the same
you know
way,
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
wanted somebody to sit down there and now, she said, I didn't have no education. So now she got thrust into a business, that was probably something that was talked about or whatever, but she got accustomed to the lifestyle. So now you sit up here doing this, and this. And now you done became the protector. Okay.
And I believe I'm wrong, me, tell me if I'm wrong. But let's look at the doggone the pattern, the path of LISARAYE's life.
Yeah.
She's been in the business too long to be worth only $10 million.
Well,
I feel like that too.
Right.
Because me alone,
I'm put like this. If she's worth $10 million, and me alone, if I doggone got the budget to do a movie, I wouldn't have the audacity to offer her nothing less than 20.
Cause you think about it, she ain't worked in a like on no real shit in a long time. Like she is on that show that I like on Urban Movie Network. That one that I said, remember I was like, it's the bisexual guy and they got the girlfriend and the boyfriend. She on that show with what's his name, the Cochise and them, right? But Tyler done put out a whole bunch of movies. He ain't put LISARAYE in one of them. Put Taraji in them. Shit, he put Mary in them.
Well, next week on Things Niggas Need.
I'm just saying, because I really rocks with her. So I'm like, damn, bitch, we just been letting you with the bad behavior for a long time.
You went there, but again, because she always say South Side of Chicago will come up and this, that, and that. But mind you, remember she left the business for a minute because she married that preacher, and she was the first lady of a church.
No, she was the first lady of Turks and Caicos.
Whatever that was.
She was the first lady of a country of a whole country in the middle. Yeah, she was first lady of Turks and Caicos.
Again,
remember, she blamed Dwayne, Keisha Campbell's husband for introducing her husband to a bunch of bitches, and he's supposed to be like her brother. So it's like she don't trust people, so she builds up a wall. You can see she builds up a wall.
Right.
Because when she walked away from the business to be the thing in Turks and Caicos, she said she was trying to do the duties, but also still trying to be with her family and flying them over and flying back over here and all kinds of and doing all that stuff. And while she's trying to do all her stuff, Dwayne done introduced this nigga to every bitch he could think of.
Right.
But he's supposed to be like her brother.
Right.
And I think stuff like that has broken her heart, and too many people, you know what I mean? The people that break her heart, she don't really let you see that you broke her heart because she don't want you to know how, she don't want you to know that you broke it.
It is too much reminiscent. Her daddy died. So now the man, or what she thought was probably this, done died too. So again, her protector done left me. Abandonment issues. How many of us have felt that way? And it's wonderful that we're able to sit down here and use her as a catalyst for all this. I keep trying to divert it back.
Because I'm looking.
I take it back to us because again, I want to go through pathologies and stuff because now we still ain't talked about the daughter, her daughter, because her daughter.
Y'all know it's after 12 o'clock.
Her daughter is so much her when she was a kid because mom done took care of everything. So she's like, well, I'm very nonchalant, honey. It'll happen when it happens. Well, yeah, because your mama was like that with her daddy. Her daddy took care of every motherfucking thing. Okay, it'll happen when it happens. But LISARAYE is like, well, you're not showing no initiative. You're not showing no love. Right.
If something happens to Lisa, then you thrust into this crazy shit.
Right.
Because nobody's giving you the tools that you needed to be able to stand on your own.
Right.
When she was doing her show, her daughter worked at Victoria's Secret or something. Because I remember Daniva had said something about it earlier, but it didn't make sense to me at the time. But it just clicked in my head just now. Because he was like, you could have became manager down there at damn Victoria's Secret. Her daughter, this was before she had the baby and stuff. And she used to work at Victoria's Secret. He was like, you could have became the manager or something.
Right. Exactly. So all of that was, I want us to utilize. If y'all have not seen the episode, I encourage you to go watch it because this is probably one of the most explosive shows we've seen in a minute. That was very intricate and intimate. When we seen the others, like with Lil Miss Shay, when she blew up, that's because that bitch wanted to do TV. I don't give a fuck what she say. She came up in there, but she came up in there to do television because that was that reality show shit. Fuck your process. Yeah. Fuck your process. That was TV. Okay. The girl who was kidnapped at birth and had 2 sets of parents,
that one.
That was
if y'all ain't never seen that one, go back. Watch it.
That was hot. And the thing of it is that they really wasn't ready for what she had to offer. So Iyanla had to pull herself out of that because she said they're not ready. Okay.
And that little
And
girl
then
who
the
was so
father,
sweet in all the news interviews, honey. That little bitch was a Tasmanian devil when she got to Iyanla.
but
Because them news
again,
interviews, it seemed like she was so sweet and just trying to figure out everything.
A lot of that was that bottled up anger. There was also her fight for control. That was everything because she didn't blow up until they told her that her people couldn't call her and her boyfriend couldn't call her.
Right.
Now, what the fuck you mean they can't call me? No, nigga, you better call me. That was her because of her world just imploded.
Yep.
And now we're trying to put these pieces together. And in order for this, because she told them, in order for this to
the
work.
birth mother didn't come. They waited till the last minute to tell her that the birth mother wasn't coming. The dad came, but the mom didn't come.
And then he was telling her, listen, I need you to do this because in order to get this to happen, this got to come from you. And then he pushed back. Oh, well, no, it's not her fault, this, that, and the other. Nigga, we ain't got time for this bullshit. But okay,
everybody got to be held accountable in this thing.
You ain't
everybody.
Ready. And so she had to. And I wish that they had got that because when she had set up for the girl to meet the other girl who was kidnapped at birth and had the same story, I was like, oh, you found this girl? They would, and that was, all that would have just been epic. However, it didn't. But establishing patterns, establishing that pathology, or what the children like to call generational curses, we can see where they are. The question that we have to do now is find out how, when we understand that this is what this is in our lives, how do we break it? If it's something, or do you feel it needs to be broken? Because sometimes a lot of folks don't feel as though it needs to be broken. Because like good work ethic, sometimes that could be a generational curse. It could be a pathology, but
it might not necessarily be a curse.
But if you know how to, a hindrance. Because if you have a good work ethic, but you go to work to hide from your problems because you stay drenched in your work, you're not solving the problem. You're running from
it. Or if you got that good work ethic and you have something else inside of you that you can put that to, that can be something of your own instead of that 9-to-5 manual job because your family said that's a good job. You need to get that city job. You need to get that government job.
I don't know if you know this, Nikki, or I've talked to Meech about this because Naomi and I are the reason that DJ Smack and his wife are married. You know what I'm saying? We counseled them.
Oh yeah, we knew that. You told me a while ago.
Okay, recently, you know what I'm saying, I'm not putting people faces and names out there, but recently we dealt with two people that was having some real, what I call petty issues that wasn't important enough to implode a relationship. Yeah. And I came up with a tool because a lot of time men let pride blind them. They let it blind them in the actual situations. So when the tool that I came up with, and I thought about it, I said, yo, me and Meech talk about house music all the time. And every word in this song is what they need. So I had to take somebody with a young ass mind that know nothing about that music and that world. And first I had to cuss them out and make sure, I don't want you to listen to the music. I want you to listen to the lyrics. I want you to listen to the lyrics, and I want you to hear nothing but what the man is saying. And it was, you can't hide from yourself.
Oh,
you can't. How? Yes.
And
you can't.
When he finished listening to it, it calmed him.
Okay.
He was like, yo, I get it. I said, okay, if you get it, then I need you to start walking in the light of that. You can't keep pointing the finger when you igniting the flame.
Come on.
That? Wait a minute. Let me go to these comments.
I'm going to drop a jewel real quick because I got to get ready to go ahead. Go ahead. Read.
When I met Lisa on set, she's a nice person, but she's hard to work with. And it's not because she's a jerk, but she's very guarded and need you to be into her for her to feel safe. Okay. I think it's about being honest with our parents about the trauma they passed down. Ooh, and them accepting our experience and giving up their side of the story. Ooh! Ooh!
Baby, me and Cole just had that the last time, not the last time we was in Philly, the time before that. We had to get out some stuff. And I had to allow her to be able to get it out, to tell me exactly how she felt or how something made her feel.
Right.
For me to
right.
be, and I had to let her say it so that I could process it and then give her my side. Not that my side is better than your side or that I don't understand what you or whatever, but just understand this is where we were at that time. And there were things that I didn't know. Right. So if I didn't know, you expected me to be a certain way, but I didn't know that I needed to be that way.
Right.
So I'm telling you now that I'm sorry that I wasn't that way, but it was just because I didn't know. A lot of people need to have them conversations with their kids. You need to be able to say what you need to say.
Okay. Well, all right, Nikki, drop your jewels so we can go up out of here, Jazz.
Oh, I was gonna say, since Red brought up the relationship thing. In relationships, you guys, they are hard as work. Y'all hear me say all the time on here, I'm very transparent. I've been married 3 times, and the last 2 times I shouldn't have said yes because that I just shouldn't have, because my heart was not in that. And I can be honest enough and be woman enough to say I was wrong. When you are in a relationship and you know that you love him, he loves you, you better, relationships are teaching moments. You have to learn each other. If you have a person, when an argument comes up and they say, hold on, I need a little bit of time. Give them that time. Because if you that person, and that's usually the woman not giving the time, right? I was in the reverse where I said, hey, I don't like all that arguing and shit. First of all, yelling at me might get you busted upside your fucking head with something. So don't be hollering at me. Yeah. Let me process what's going on, then we talk about it later. But he was, my last husband, always, and because he grew up in that environment, like you say, Mitch, he grew up in that environment where his parents were arguing and fighting all the time. He felt like that was a normal thing. It's supposed to be like that. He said that to me. Everybody do that. No, the fuck, everybody don't. I ain't watched my dad whoop my mom ass, sorry. Right. But I had to understand where he was coming from, but I had to also tell him, when I asked you for the time, please just give it to me so that I could decompress and then we could talk about this. But he wanted to always be like, well, why we can't talk about it now? Why we can't talk about following around the house and all kind of shit like that? Learn each other. Find out when you got a disagreement, what needs to happen. Find out if both of y'all are able to talk about it right then, or if one of y'all needs some time. Find out each other. Learn each other. Because if you don't learn each other, you can't respect each other, because then somebody's feeling disrespected. But if you don't know them, how you going to respect them? Because you don't know that that's disrespect to them. What we say all the time, y'all, I got a problem with tone. You talk to me crazy. You talk to me crazy, and this is for anybody. But if you don't know me, you don't know that I got a problem with tone. So although I might be feeling like you disrespecting me, that might just be your tone. And you don't know that I feel disrespected because you don't know.
Well, you know what? First, you got the capitals, and it's a capital CRT. And you got as communication, respect, and trust. Those are the key empowerments to a relationship, period, point blank. And I'm going to tell you something. I always say, if you can't give me a full loaded clip of communication, your unconditional respect, and a full slice of trust, because I'm going to tell you what's not a full slice of trust is when it's American and Swiss. Swiss cheese has holes in it.
Come on.
All right. So if I can't have an American slice of your trust, then don't give me your trust at all. Because therefore the love is not unconditional. Therefore, I don't have your respect, and you never communicated the right things to me in the first place.
Come on.
So there
shit
you
that
have
get on your nerves in the beginning, say something.
Okay.
Because that shit that you let go in the beginning gonna get on your motherfucking nerves later because you ain't have no communication. Come on, brother. You better tell them.
Exactly.
So
we teaching a master class.
If you're trusting me with Swiss cheese issues, keep that shit on your sandwich. I don't want it.
Listen,
How about that?
Y'all need something tomorrow. I hear that.
Okay. Well, listen, people. I'm gonna leave you guys with this, and that there is pathologies or generational curses or whatever. We all have to look into those to find out where we are to get into alignment with ourselves. You know what you can change. You know what you don't want to change. You know what can't be changed. And that's very big. You know what you can change. You know what you don't want to change. And you know what can't be changed. With all of those things, then we'll be able to move forward. And another thing about relationships, be honest with yourself. Do you want a relationship? Or are you just looking for companionship? Because relationship requires work if you want to grow.
Right.
If you want to stay where the fuck you are just to have somebody to stay spend your money on and get a little nookie here and there, honey, that's called companionship, darling. And when you get tired of it, you can send him and go home or whatever until you get ready again. But that day you won't grow nowhere because then it get boring. Relationships require work, and you got to ask the questions. What do I want from this? Where we go? Where do we go from here? How do we get there? What are we going to do when we get there? It requires growth and this, that, and the other. And a lot of people are not ready to put in that kind of work. You think it's supposed to be add dick, add ass, add pussy, add titties, and stir. No.
He says stir. Oh, shit.
Okay. So with that, my darlings, honey, we're going to let you guys go. You may finish all of your crumpets, my darlings, because the tea has been dished, baby. And you've been dishing tea, darlings. Ow! With Big Meech and Aunt Nikki and the big guy ally over here. This is Big Red Fella. Okay, if you love us, tell a friend, honey. If you hate us, baby, tell all your goddamn enemies. But do know this, one way, shape, style, form, or fashion, everything that we're doing over here will move forward. All right, until the next time, my darlings, my darlings, my darlings, I'm going to let you guys know, honey, it's been grand. It's been that way. So,
welcome to Pattyville. We making that commercial, y'all. We making that commercial.
And sing.
I miss Perry Mason, y'all. Bye.